Be sure you turn the audio on. And a very pleasant good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to another broadcast here on RioSportsLive.com. We are coming to you in the middle of a hot Saturday afternoon in Edinburg, Texas. We're at UTRGV, the field of the Bronx. I'm Joe Bowling. Donut Salinas joins me. Game 2 of the best-of-3 series. Churchill, the Chargers, taking on the SaberCats from Edinburg. Vela, Donut, Chargers up 1-0 in control of this series, and they want to get out of here on a hot day as quick as possible.
You're exactly right there, Joe. And talking to some of these, to the coach, he said it is hot. One thing he's happy about, Joe, is not being in Laredo. He said you're talking about a 10-degree difference. Here, he said it's a little warmer, not as bad. But one thing he's lucky, and he's happy for it, not being in Laredo.
And he's also happy to be up 1-0 in this series. This is really a nothing-to-lose kind of game for Churchill.
Yeah, exactly. And with the kind of pitching they sit on, I think they got the advantage right now. Now, again, the game needs to be played, but for right now, it's going to be Churchill advantage. I'm sorry to say it.
That's Donut Salinas. Meanwhile, on his day off, Kevin Naro from the Valley Morning Star joins me. And Kevin, well, all the marbles out here on the table. SaberCats haven't been here before in this kind of position.
No, they haven't before. But at this point in the season, everybody's good. Everybody's here for a reason. Like Donut said, you know, the pitching. This is the cream of the crop. This is where you're going to see sliders have real good movement. Curves, they break better. Edinburg, Vela, these boys, this element, it should not affect either team. They're from Edinburg, they're from San Antonio. The weather shouldn't have too much of a factor. It's hot. Both teams are used to it. Vela, I think they're made for this. They've been waiting for this 6 year in existence. This is something that they've been, like I said, waiting for. I think they can do it. It's going to be tough, but we'll see what happens.
That's Kevin Naro, writer for the Valley Morning Star. On his day off, he's going to join us in a hot broadcast booth. No, we're not in the air conditioning. And yes, we are like some of the fans that you see out there that are under the cover. It's a hot day. It's going to get hotter before this one gets cooler. And so as we get set for the broadcast, we'll get back in the booth and we'll come back right after this. This is a live broadcast. It's Churchill taking on Edinburg Vela, and this is RioSportsLive.com.
At the age of 22, I decided that I wanted to join the military. Once that was finished, I wanted to go and, exercise my mind and get an education.
I wanted to do something positive for my children, to provide for them financially, and I wanted to give back to the community.
My parents were here going to school back when I was a kid, so honestly, it was just a natural choice.
I don't have to leave to a bigger university. I can do it here in my hometown at my community college.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with the taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street, and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today. Broadcast continues on RioSportsLive.com. Got a little extended pregame show at the home of the Bronx at UTRGV in Edinburg. Joe Bowling, Donut Salinas, Kevin Naro sandwich right between us. Donut, you're pretty pumped up for this game, sir.
Hey, let's get it going, Joe, and everyone. Before we forget, let's call them vaqueros now. I don't know where that came from, but
I said the Bronx.
You said the Bronx
because I've been here forever, man.
Yeah, we have. And again, I was a Bronx myself, and little shout out going out to Coach Al Ogletree, Reggie Treadaway. Hey, tune in, guys. I know you've been hearing us, so thank you very much. But yeah, it's the vaqueros now from UTRGV.
That's the vaqueros. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, here we go. Churchill up 1-0 in this series. It's a hot day. Talk about the heat conditions, Donut, because we've heard some grumblings next to us in the dugout already.
Yeah, luckily enough, we're right next to them, and that is the San Antonio Churchill. Again, good luck to both teams. And, Joe, let me tell you what, we heard it walking in. I'm not going to use the exact words, but they said it was very hot.
Kevin, let's talk about playing in this heat. You've been here in the Rio Grande Valley all your life, and heat is a condition that you have to think about when you're coming to a game in the middle of a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, it really is. And, of course, playing, growing up here, playing in Edinburg, I've played on this field before. Just stay hydrated. That's the number one thing. I'm hoping the kids got a good night's rest, because if this can easily become a marathon if we do go to a Game 3. And if it does go to a Game 3, it's really just going to come down to, really, it sounds cliche, but you're crossing the T's, dotting the I's. You got to execute, make the fundamental plays. It's not as hot as I thought it was when we stepped out there, but again, we're not the ones out there playing. I think eventually it could get a little, could catch up to you.
All right, Kevin, I got a question for you. I know for me and Joe just graduating a year apart from me, and we get to this heat, and it just seems like if I got tired walking to the field at San Antonio, in the heat, and I got tired going up those stairs and down this morning. Kevin, at your age, could you remember it being hard to play? Or could you feel the heat when you would play in this game?
You really can. For some reason, as an outfielder, I've always felt it a lot more, because you're just standing there most of the time. The infielders, you're moving a little bit more. You might, not feel it as much. But as a center fielder, left fielder, you're just out there standing in the heat. Sometimes you can go 2-3 innings and a ball not go to you.
Right.
It can catch up to you, and then you're wearing black. Churchill's wearing black. It can catch up to you. No, it does. But again, we're from the Valley. San Antonio, they grew up in San Antonio. It's hot there too, so these kids are used to it. They grew up playing summer ball. You know what that's like.
It's a little easier at that age, huh?
Yeah, they played summer ball. They're going to continue to play summer ball. Some of these kids have played 2-3 games in one day. So this is really not too big of a shock for them.
Donut's political correct way of saying, Kevin, you're a lot younger than us, are calling us old. One of the two.
Very smooth.
We'll go with the young part, Joe.
Churchill with a 1-0 lead. Of course, they've got the pitching. They got the advantage. But if you fall behind and you're Churchill, Donut, the last thing you wanted to do when you drove down here was play 2 games on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Does that add pressure to the team that has the 1-0 lead, and can that swing Vela way if they can grab an early lead?
I think so, Joe. And again, let me tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I think that the positive thing that these guys got out of the San Antonio trip on Thursday night, Joe, was they scored. They scored runs, and they scored on a guy that apparently threw one of his best games ever, and a guy going to University of Texas D1 baseball.
They scored 3 runs, but at times, and that was against their ace, at times, though, it appeared that he got outs when he absolutely needed to get an out. And that's what happened against the SaberCats. Now, are they facing someone similar to that in Sammy Searche, who's on the mound today? We're told, yes, this guy is lights out, terrific, tough, too.
Yes.
On the SaberCats side, they're throwing a guy that brings a little different delivery to the mound.
Exactly. That's one thing they asked me about Aviso, and I said, you know what? This guy sometimes he throws and sometimes he doesn't, Joe, so he might keep him in the ballgame. He comes sidearm sometimes he comes straight up top, and when he really wants to throw it, he's not that slow at all.
They're introducing the teams out there, and the coaches are meeting the home plate umpire and the umpiring crew. We were out talking to them. Donuts, you had a chance to talk to them a little bit, to that umpiring crew. And as they're out there, the same crew we had the other night. They just rotated around.
You want to introduce them?
Let's
Joe?
go ahead. Talk about who's on the blue today.
Behind the plate, we're going to have Danny Hernandez. At first base, we're going to have Pete Vargas Jr. At second base, we have Ron King. And on third base, we got Dad, Pete Vargas Sr. We got a son-father umpiring crew out there.
As the SaberCats are getting their players introduced to this crowd, it's a decided favorite as far as a crowd goes. That they're going to have a big crowd behind them, and I think the crowd will get bigger right before the first pitch of this. And if they get to Game 3, all of Edinburg may show up to this game.
They might all show up for the second game. Let me tell you what. I was seeing the picture right now warm up for that kid that was 6'9" on Thursday night.
Jack Neely.
This kid can't be much shorter than him, Joe. I mean, these boys bring some size to the ballpark. Kevin, think they look a little bigger next to you? I know they look skinnier next to me.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
It's Landry Weidman that'll be on the mound today for the Churchill Chargers. Again, they're up 1-0 in the series. We'll take a break. We'll hear from some of the sponsors. Donut will run down some sponsors, and we'll get your starting lineups. Playing in the national anthem coming up as well. This is RioSportsLive.com.
Spikes Ford is having a 2017 model inventory reduction sale. All 2017s are priced to move. Take your pick with $7,500 off MSRP and get $7,500 off the 2017 Ford Edge, $7,500 off the 2017 Ford Escape Titanium, or $7,500 off the 2017 Ford Focus Titanium. It's your choice. But with deals like this, these vehicles will sell out fast. It's the 2017 Inventory Reduction Sale at Spikes Ford, Expressway 83 at the Conway exit in Mission.
Your local farmer's agent in Edinburg, Agent Rick Villarreal, is there to help customers like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits your needs. Straightforward and personalized to help make you smarter about insurance, Rick Villarreal has the knowledge and experience to help you better understand your coverage options, whether that's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. Call 956-383-7001 for answers to any questions you might have. Farmers Insurance at 2116 West University Drive, Edinburg.
Fans, we're back here at UTRGV, home of the Vaqueros. National anthem. National anthem having been played, starting lineups have been announced to the crowd at hand. SaberCats will be the home team. They're already on the field. Let's run down the lineups. First, for the Chargers of Churchill, out of San Antonio, they'll be leading off with Andy DeLeon playing left field, followed by Sammy Searche, the shortstop, batting in the 2 spot. Hudson Head is in center field. He'll be playing and hitting third. Cleanup hitter is Kevin Fleischer, plays third, bats fourth. Greg Morales, the first baseman, bats in the 5 spot, followed by Jesse Herrera, who's at second base, hitting 6th. Carter Elliott in right field hits 7th. Jet Collins, the DH, hits in the 8th spot, and Caetano Rochelle, the catcher, hits in the 9 spot. De Leon, Searche, Head, Fleischer, Morales, Herrera, Elliott, Collins, Rochelle for the Chargers. For the home team, the SaberCats will lead off with Nico Rodriguez in right field, followed by Aaron Galvan in center. Ramsey Amador is at shortstop, hits third. Eric Martinez, the cleanup, is playing first base today. Mark Esquivel hits in the 5 spot. He'll be DHing today. Julian Torreales, the third baseman, hits in the 6th spot. Jaime Perez Jr. catches, hits 7th. Jonathan Navarro in left field plays and hits 8th. And Angel Salinas, the number 9 hitter, will be playing at second base. Rodriguez, Galvan, Amador, Martinez, Esquivel, Torreales, Perez, Navarro, Salinas. And there's your starting lineups for what should be an exciting game. And already I'm watching him warm up. And Donut Salinas, Adam Alviso will bring it from every direction humanly known to pitch on the mound.
Good luck if you've never seen him. And then, you know, some of these kids have seen him before that in the Valley, but, you know, San Antonio Churchill's never seen this kid. So good luck to him. He will throw it sort of an underhand, sort of a sidearm, sort of an overhand, and he just mixes it all around. If he's on, it's going to be a good ball game.
Our vantage point to announce this game, well, I've been in worse places. I've been in better places. We are literally next to the dugout, down in the camera well. Donut threw a tarp up, and thank you very much for putting that up.
Let's do that. Let's thank George Avila. George Avila,
baby.
Mr. Avila, thank you very much. We're all right. We're sitting okay.
I have a terrible view of home plate. Donut's got the best view in the whole place. Kevin's got a better view than I do. I may hand him an inning or two of play-by-play just so I can try to watch the game. And again, fans, we do appreciate you joining us wherever it's at. The social media platforms are Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Roku television, Apple TV, and on the website at riosportslive.com. Donut, we got a ton of sponsors. Let's hit a couple of them before this broadcast begins.
All right, let's start with La Morenita, right across UTRGV Bakery. Thank you very much, La Morenita. Cordones, a little taste of Chicago. Down Freddy Gonzalez, also Tough Turf, Landscaping, and Turf Maintenance. Let's thank Terry Palacios, our law firm. Guzman's Constructions, got a nice commercial, also being known as Osana now. Memorial Funeral Home in Edinburg and San Juan. They're a great sponsor, and we'll get to the rest as the game goes on, Joe.
Andy DeLeon will lead it off. He hits from the right side. It'll be DeLeon, Searche, and Head. Anybody gets on Fleischer. DeLeon in game one went 0 for 3. He'll make that 0 for 4. He reached on a fielder's choice. That was against Aaron Galvan. This time it's Adam Alviso, first pitch of the afternoon. We were scheduled to go at 1 o'clock, and we're right on time. Pitch is inside for ball one.
Alviso will mix it up, and you know what, Joe? He's not afraid to come in with a slider and a curveball when he falls behind in the count.
Freddie talked about this Churchill team during our broadcast, that they are a free-swinging, aggressive team at the plate. Pitch is inside for ball two.
Through the first part of the order, especially with an off-speed pitcher, it's going to be very telling on what can happen in the next couple innings.
DeLeon took the first two. We'll see if he's taking here. 2-0. Next one coming in. Hits him. Missing out of the strike zone. 2 balls and then a hit batsman. Base runner for Churchill's Chargers starts us off.
Joe, I'll go back to as far as the last 2 series and Thursday. SaberCats need to watch the way they start the game off.
You fall behind a couple of runs here, and you've got pitching galore. Yeah. And again, you got a team playing with really nothing to lose in both cases. But for Churchill, literally, this is a gimme game. Yeah. You can take the chances. You can take the whatever's given to you, especially, and try to roll with it. At the plate, Sammy Searche. Searche had a hit, drove in a run in game 1 of this series, ended up going 1 for 4. That's a strike call.
He tipped the bat. He's calling a tip on the bat. He tried to get out of the way and left the bat right over the strike zone where it tipped the ball and went for 1 strike.
They're watching us in Brownsville, a Brownsville veterans parent and former Edinburg Bobcat, saying hello to us on the social media. Fans watching on Facebook, be sure you give a shout out. I can monitor that and see where these fans are coming from. 0-1 the count to Searche. DeLeon being held on down at first base by Eric Martinez. Pitch home is outside for a ball, 1-1. And right now, Alviso having trouble finding the strike zone.
Yeah, and if any chance of that being called fell apart when the catcher dropped the ball, it's kind of hard for an umpire to make a call on a ball dropped by the catcher.
You saw these players out warming up. It didn't take long to warm up. It was just a matter of stretching out. The warm is here.
Joe, we were here earlier at 10 o'clock. I got home, my shirt was soaked wet.
There's a swing and a shot into left field. That's a hit. Down to second base goes DeLeon. First 2 have reached is Searche. Gets the single. Churchill, something going here in the first.
Still not the end of the world for Vela. They can still get a ground ball here with runners on first and second. But again, like I mentioned just a couple moments ago, that these first couple batters is going to be very telling. The first time through the lineup, especially with an off-speed pitcher, it's going to be important to get the ball on the ground. And really, at this point, you can't afford to make any errors. You got to help your pitcher out as best as you can.
Brings in Hudson Head the center fielder. 2 on, and already action down in the Vela SaberCat bullpen as they'll send a man down to get loose. Swing, and there's a shot to second, maybe 2. Out at second, over to first, and safe there. Whoa. Nice hustle by Head. He beats it out.
Close play.
Yeah, there's that ground ball we were looking for.
That was it. That's the pitcher's best friend right there, Kevin.
Whoa. Nice hustle by Head. He beats it out.
Oh, it was a good, clean play, but a lefty right off the box, he was moving.
So at this point, Donut, do you exchange an out for a run?
I sure would.
First and third, 1 out. Brings in Kevin Fleischer. Fleischer was instrumental in game 1, was on base a couple of times, scored a couple of different runs. Swings and misses at the first one for a strike. Now, getting an out, does that kind of settle down Alviso? Yes, we'll wait and see.
I think he sure will. Now, getting a strikeout here would really settle him down. But we'll wait and see. It's on strike 1, no balls.
John Cavazos says hello from San Antonio. Evie Vasquez, the recent graduate from right here at the home of the Vaqueros. sends a shout out as well.
Little shout out to Kevin Nato. Welcome, Kevin.
Hey,
good talking to you again.
The crew's back together.
It is. I'm going to step back and let you guys go. I'm telling you. Here's the pitch coming. That's in there for a strike call to Fleischer.
That's a big strike, too, on a breaking ball, looking. And the infield's playing back. They're playing their normal positions, so.
Oh, Kevin, you can hear it in the background, Joe. It seems like the crowd's going to be backing up Aviso, so he might get what he needs.
They're trying to pump him up right now. He could use a double play ball. A strikeout would help. They're watching in Boulder, Colorado, watching in Uvalde, Texas. Swinging a foul ball out of play. A foul ball by.
That's another Rick Varela Farmers Insurance foul ball. We're going to change it around, Joe. We're going to go with Rick on first and second.
You make the call, buddy.
GNS Glass on third and fourth. Fifth, Rick. Sixth, GNS. The winner gets seventh.
Atta baby. We keep a tally.
We'll talk about that GNS Glass here in a minute.
At the plate stands Fleischer. Count 0-2. Has to protect the plate.
Runner going.
Swing and a shot into left field. That's a hit. Drives in a run. Down to second base. Runner checks up there. Head stays at second. Fleischer drives in the run. It's 1-0. Chargers on top.
Beautiful hit and run there from Churchill.
Out into left field. That's a hit. Drives in a run. Down to second base. Runner checks up there. Head stays at second.
Stay in the plate and then around the plate. I like to waste a pitch at that time. He didn't. He gambled. He didn't get a strikeout. He got a base hit. So it's runners in first and second. 1 out for Churchill with 1 run already across home plate.
1-0. You can see the instant replays are coming on after these hits. And our thanks again to Manny.
Wow, Manny.
Medrano, who is taking control there. There's a pitch. That's in there for a strike call to Morales.
Another Medrano.
We got the Medrano crew that's taking tonight down in Brownsville for Brownsville FC Soccer.
Kevin, we're doing that in Spanish also?
Yes, Mario Medrano.
Wow.
I spoke with him yesterday. His son had a signing. Aaron Medrano.
There's a strike call to Morales. A hit batsman, a single, a fielder's choice, and now a single by Kevin Fleischer has the Chargers on top.
Still 1 down in the inning.
Another 0-2 count. Opportunity here again for Alviso to get his first strikeout. Works from the stretch with runners at first and second. In the first inning, next one coming. Swinging a ground ball, that's to second. Over to second, 1 there, no play at first. 2 down.
Yeah. Ground balls are both being done by the left-handed runner, and that's going to be hard to turn a double play. And Amador knew there he had no play, so he just ate it up and got the force out at second. 2 down.
Brings in Jesse Herrera.
Uh-oh, he had some series over, didn't he?
Herrera went 2 for 3 in game 1.
Few bangers up the wall.
Had a couple of RBIs in his first at bat, which was a single. Double, drove in a run his second time up. Ended up going 2 for 3. He was a big part of that game.
I got a story when I hope Coach Vasquez comes to join us, Joe. You know, you're going to laugh. And it's
I'll
on me.
take it. I'll take it.
You're going to laugh.
It's about you.
Yes.
I can't imagine a funny story about Donut Salinas.
Who would have ever thought? Joe, if you're the SaberCats here and if you can get out of this inning with just 1 run,
yes,
I think that's a big morale boost for the SaberCats.
Yes, it sure will be.
So it's up to Alviso to retire Herrera. 1 across, 2 on. Herrera plays second base today, bats from the left-hand side and takes strike 1. So Alviso missed out of the strike zone early, but now has found his rhythm as far as throwing strikes.
He's been getting ahead. He's been ahead of 0-2 in the last batters. He's been able to get the ground balls. He's settling in well, coming from the stretch.
He was ahead 0-2 on Fleischer, gave up the RBI single. Ahead 0-2 on Morales. He reached on a fielder's choice. Herrera now in the hole 0-1. Hits it hard, base hit into left field. Drives in another run. Runner stops at second base. It's a 2-0 game.
And, Joe, that's the only thing that's bad about a sidearm. These lefties are seeing it. It comes right at him.
Drives in another run. Runner stops at second base.
Hitter, you're just throwing the hands out there, going the opposite way.
Ball coming right at you. Ball coming right at you.
It's definitely an advantage, and again, as a lefty hitter, you'd love to see that coming from a righty.
It's kind of it's a little different, but these left-handers are getting a good view of that ball when it comes up on the side, coming right at them, just slapping it right back.
And it's nothing special. They're just throwing the hands out there, putting the ball in play.
7th man to hit in the inning for the Chargers of Churchill is Carter Elliott. He takes a strike.
There it is, the sidearm on a right-hander.
On deck stands Jed Collins. This is a big inning, but it's still not as big as it could be. As when you get 7 men to the plate, a lot of times you put a big crooked number up in the first inning. Next one coming. Strike called. Quick 0-2 count to Elliott.
Again ahead.
Alviso again ahead in the count 0-2.
It's that third strike he's having trouble getting. Well, wait and see. Runners first and second, 2-0 up. Churchill in the first inning.
Alviso trying to get out of this inning. Checks on the runner, spins it home. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning comes to an end. For Churchill, they score 2 runs. They do so on 3 hits. We head to the bottom of the first. .com.
The Children's Depot, in business for over 20 years, is now having open enrollment for summer camp. Children from 0 to 12 are welcome at all 3 locations, one in Edinburg at 222 West Monte Cristo and 2 in Westlaco. The Children's Depot, the perfect spot for a learning environment with lots of fun too. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call today at 956-316-3382 or stop by and see Melinda or Ruben Vasquez today. It's Children's Depot.
Are you looking for a place to get your business cards, invoices, or even some invitations to your next event done quickly and at a good price? Come visit us at 523 Express Printing, where we treat you like family, because after all, we are.
The key officers at Econ Group have 100 years of combined construction experience in South Texas, specializing in drywall, acoustical ceiling, painting, ceramic tile, flooring, and plastics. With the expertise, Econ offers clients a one-stop shop by providing quality general construction leadership as well as interior finish-out subcontracting. By combining several construction tasks under one umbrella, it saves clients time and money by streamlining material planning, communications, and scheduling while ensuring the quality of craftsmanship. Econ, 3025 South Sugar Road, Edinburg.
Lombardi Tire Shop. Tenemos llantas nuevas y usadas de todas las medidas, socateras y de todo terreno, balanceo y válvulas nuevas, y no les cobramos por las llantas que nos dejen. Los esperamos en la 300 Carretera Militar.
Back here, UTRGV, the location. Donut Salinas, some sponsors real quick.
Why don't we go through David Torres, Mr. David Torres, City Commissioner, Mike Faria, School Board Trustee. Another School Board Trustee is Ms. Ellie Torres. And Ms. Ellie Torres, congratulations on your victory for County Commissioner. Good luck in that. And thank you for serving the youth of Edinburg for those many years. And you know what? She's still doing the job. I know she's working on some stuff as we speak for the youth still of Edinburg, even though she'll be gone in November.
Landry Weidman on the mound for the Chargers at Churchill has been given 2 runs to work with, and he misses with ball 1 to the leadoff hitter for the SaberCats, Nico Rodriguez. And Weidman, yes, is as tall as Bill. Another big imposing hurler on the mound. Throws a strike to Rodriguez.
First time season Nico being the leadoff.
I was going to say, that I told Joe, I said, Joe, that's a tight end batting in the leadoff position. Old Nico Rodriguez.
Waits for the next one, the 1-1. Swinging has a hard hit ball. That's into right field for a base hit. Leadoff single for Rodriguez.
That's a little momentum, a little boost back, and up is another guy can swing that bat, and that's UTRGV signee Galvan.
Brings in Aaron Galvan. Yes, sir.
Joe, real quick, little shout out to Joe Bowling from Donut. Hey, Joe, thank you very much. I've enjoyed it. I can only imagine what's going to happen in the future. So from me to you, thank you very much.
Well, the guy next to me and next to you has seen this from day one.
Yeah.
So if there's any bear witness to what really has happened to get us where we're at, and someday it may be worth the story. Who knows? But I'm telling you right now that if anybody out there wants to know the true story, it's always nice to have validation. Kevin R., you've seen it from day one.
Yes, sir, I have.
In our living room.
Yes. From the
Next
ground up.
Pitch coming to Galvan. Misses for a ball.
All right, good time for SaberCats to get back in this game. Again, Joe, we talked about, if you're going to hang with them, you know, they score, no problem, but they score, we score. You want to hang with them. We stayed a little behind in San Antonio. It's going to be hard.
They're watching from Marfa, Texas. Want to say thanks and make sure you share and follow. There's a little looper into left field. That's going to be caught. Back to first base goes Rodriguez. That ball carried better than I thought.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a little bit shallow here behind third base. Carried all the way to the outfield.
Galvan made good contact, though, Kevin.
A little shout out to Johnny Davila, an Edinburg Vela alum. Remember Johnny Davila? We covered him his freshman year, all the way throughout his senior year. Played baseball for Edinburg Vela, was a shortstop. Played receiver, played corner for Vela. So he was one of the first athletes to go through that program, Vela's very first year in existence. So shout out to Johnny Davila. I see he's out there tuning in.
Some tough seasons they went through there as their first season.
We were there for that.
Yeah.
We were all there. We all witnessed as the SaberCats grew up in a hurry. And a relatively young school has had a lot of big-time games, including this one right here.
It took 2 years to stop that bleeding before they started winning some games after their second year, and the third year is when they started winning some games.
6 year in existence.
Ramsey Amador at the plate, had a hit in game 1. Calls time as he steps out. Runner at first base. Already a 2-0 game as the Chargers from Churchill got that 2 runs in the first inning, sent 7 men to the plate.
Although the SaberCats have never been here before, Ramsey's most definitely familiar with this environment. His brother Ryan played for Edinburg High.
Oh my God!
Was a part of that Sweet 16
Look who
team.
I got coming.
Got lots of people. You never know who's going to show up. And all in Astros. What is this Astro stuff? I was going to wear a Cardinal hat today. I really was.
Ooh, is that a soccer team?
There's a ball. It's a team that's won a lot of championships. You guys, you got one last year, okay?
That's why we're wearing it.
2-0. That's true. That's true. 2-0, and you're still in first place. That's what counts. 2-0 the count. To Amador. Is he taking here as the number 3 hitter for the SaberCats or swinging away? Weidman brings it. High, ball 3-0. They're watching in Wolverine country from BSJA.
Joe, we come back. Shout out. We come back in the second. We got this. Might as well hit the story with Joe Vasquez in the booth.
We'll do that.
All right.
We're in the bottom of the first inning. Now a 3-0 count on Amador. Weidman comes set, brings it home. Ball 4.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
2 on, 1 out for the SaberCats of Edinburg Vela. And it brings in Eric Martinez.
Here's a chance to get back in the game, Joe. You gotta
for the SaberCats. It is.
If you can at least score 1 and put something back on the board, it'd be good for them. We'll see what happens. Runners in first and second, 1 out. It was a ball hit to the left field for out number 1. So it's runners in first and second with the cleanup man Martinez. I believe he can hit the ball, Joe.
Martinez steps in. Weidman. He can get out of this inning with a double play. Remember that. For the Churchill side, their fans will be able to make a lot of noise as well.
Yeah, they're smooth. They're smooth.
Weidman checks the runners at first and second. Spins it to Martinez. Taking, strike call, right down central. Martinez up, Escoval on deck. Edinburg Vela trying to answer the 2 runs put on the board in the top of this first inning. Sun-soaked field and the crowd enjoying the sun, and a lot of them are under tarps. Check swing, did he go around?
Yep.
Yes, sir, an 0-2 count now on Martinez. Weidman changed up the delivery a bit there.
Okay, we slowed it down, but throw that curveball.
0-2 the count on Martinez. Landry Weidman looking for his first strikeout of the game. Trying to work through a single and a walk. The 0-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball. That's going to be to second, and safe there as the ball gets away. Bases loaded for the SaberCats. Little miscommunication there, Kevin. Talk about the infield. Shortstop, second baseman got the same place, same time, and so did the ball.
Yeah, the ball was a little low for whether it was going to be the shortstop or second baseman. Usually the shortstop is the guy who makes that play, but just a bad throw from the pitcher. Vela catches a break.
Work through a single and a walk. The 0-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball. That's going to be to second, and safe there as the ball gets away. Bases loaded for the Saber.
Now, again, the ball was up the middle. It could have been that both players were breaking for the ball.
Listen to the pitcher talking about what those infielders should be doing right out of the gate. Donut Salinas, a former pitcher.
I'm not one of them.
In the Canadian Hall of Fame, my friends. I'm sitting here in the booth with a Hall of Famer. Here's the pitch with the bases loaded to Escoval. Swing and a foul ball by.
That's another Rick Varrial, Farmers Insurance foul ball.
I got to get you up in speed. You're going to have to knee him and something there, Kevin. Wake him up.
You kind of get into the game here.
Yeah, this is a big at-bat for Vela here.
Yeah. Escobar could at least put a run across. we can get something other than a double play or a strikeout. Brings it home, swinging a high fly ball into right field, down the line, and that is a foul ball.
Wow, just
that would have cleared the bases for Escobar.
Wow.
Just straighten out a little bit more.
Wow. Game of inches.
And I'll say this right out of the gate. In game 1, which was controlled by Jack Neely, 13 strikeouts, he got outs when he needed them. Right now, the SaberCats are putting the bat on the ball.
And another Rick Varela, Farmers Insurance foul ball.
Baby. Donut is 1/2 a step behind, but he's on the same lap, gang. We can see him back on the horizon. He's going to catch up here soon.
I'm going to give credit where credit's due. Vasquez reminded me on that one.
0-2 the count to Escobar. Landry Weidman slings it home. Strike 3 call. Caught him looking.
Strikeout.
Just caught him looking on the off speed there. Beautiful pitch and a big out for Churchill there.
Big stick coming up, Joe.
First strikeout of the game for Landry Weidman. 2 down, and it's going to take Julian Torreales to deliver.
What a time.
2 outs.
What a time to get that strikeout.
Torreales the other night had a double and a single and an RBI. He went 2 for 3 in game 1 of this series. Hits for the first time today and takes ball 1.
I think it was a cross up on the pitches there. I don't think the
catcher was dancing.
Yeah, was he ever?
Torreales, big at bat here for Edinburg Vela. They've loaded the bases here in the bottom of the first inning. Down 2-0, but they could change that in a hurry. Next one coming. Torreales swings and hits it foul out of play, and there it is.
Another Rick Varela, Farmers Insurance foul ball. It's getting better.
He's up 4-0 here in the first inning.
Wow. Okay. It was GNS that wanted the 3rd and 4th.
Torreales now stands in. 1-1 the count. Weidman continues to work from the stretch with the bases loaded. Check swing. Did he go around?
Yep. Home plate umpire says he did.
Strike 2.
He went back to the breaking ball. Got him to chase something out of the zone.
And that breaking ball hasn't been anywhere near for strikes, Kevin, but it is deceptive enough. They're making an attempt at it. Now a 1-2 count on Torreales, and Weidman can swing this momentum right back to the Chargers dugout if he can get out of this bases-loaded jam. Torreales waits, swings, hits it on the ground, right back. Nice play by Weidman. Flips to first. Inning comes to an end. In the inning for SaberCats, they have no runs, a hit, a walk in air, and 3.
Torreales waits, swings, hits it on the ground, right back. Nice play by Weidman. Flips to first. Inning comes.
For your construction needs in the Rio Grande Valley, check out Hosanna Construction in Pharr. Formerly known as Guzman Construction, Hosanna Construction can design and build your home or take care of your home improvements. 802 East Expressway 83, Pharr, Texas, Hosanna Construction. Formerly known as Guzman Construction. Call now for free consultations at 956-435-0381. Hosanna Construction, committed to serving you.
I went and stayed too long. I'm wondering if your love's still strong. Ooh, baby, here I am, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. Here I am.
Back here, we head to the second inning. Donut Salinas has a guest in the broadcast. I don't want to call it a booth, but where we're at, we're broadcasting. There we go.
All right. Hey, little welcome to Joe Vasquez, ex-coach of mine. So let me tell you the story that happened, Coach. I was back in high school. I was throwing the ball. I felt good. Coach Vasquez went up to the mound and says, "Are you tired?" And I said, "No." He goes, "Well, your outfielders are, so I'm going to go ahead and pull you out." So that was the end of that night. Coach Vasquez, thank you very much, Coach. You helped me out a lot through high school, and we stuck together all around this life, and taught me that slider that I'll never will forget. That's got me to a Hall of Fame and stuff. But
well, good for you.
Thank you very much. What do you think of high school now, Coach, compared to what we used to play?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's grown, and the athletes have a lot of talent and a lot of skills. Okay, they play a lot of games throughout the year, which we didn't have the opportunity to do, but
Exactly.
you guys developed, you wanted to learn, and you wanted to play the game.
Chet Collins at the plate. Donut Salinas with the guest here in the booth. Collins followed by Rochelle and then De Leon. Churchill up 2-0. Ground ball, that's a tough play. Shortstop charges, gets it, throws, and in time for the out. Donut, carry on.
Coach, well, another thing, Coach, is you brought it up. These kids.
Still up 2-0. Ground ball, that's a tough play. Shortstop charges, gets it, throws, and in time for the out.
Ball was American Legion.
Yeah. Nowadays, Nico's playing up to 200 games a year.
Yeah, I believe that.
The difference is seeing 100 pitches to seeing maybe 1,200 pitches or 2,000 pitches being thrown at you.
Back then, we were very limited.
Gaetano Rochelle steps in, the catcher, the number 9 hitter today for the Chargers of San Antonio Churchill. First pitch coming is hit him. Second hit batsman of the game by Alviso. One on, and here comes the top of the order.
Coach, do you miss the game, Coach?
Donut, I miss it. I enjoy watching it. Okay, it was a good time when I was coaching it. So I was very, very fortunate and lucky to have some athletes and some baseball players such as yourself and then Fernie and countless others. So that was the love of the game, and it was a teaching part and the coaching part.
How about us having to play teams from Brownsville to Rio Grande City to even make my district?
That was a tough travel. That was a tough district, and then UIL realignment comes in, and we were sent all the way to Laredo.
Yeah, and then it comes down now. You beat FAR and you're in the playoffs. How nice could that be? Wow.
At the plate stands Andy De Leon. Was hit by a pitch his first time up. That's here in the second. Takes one over his head for ball one.
You know, Joe, that was a big out we got there for the first batter. Now he needs to continue and needs to settle down and keep this team in the game.
Velma Lisa Casas Perez says a shout out to her brother-in-law and coach Jaime Perez and nephew of the SaberCat catcher. Jaime Perez behind the plate. Pitch coming. That hit him. Back-to-back hit batsman. That's 3 now put on base via the hit batsman.
That hurt.
Alviso struggling, and now we're going to have time called, and there'll be a conference on the mound. SaberCats wanting to try to settle down Adam Alviso. While they talk, we'll take a quick break. Donut will continue his conversation. This is RioSportsLive.com.
Lombardi Tire Shop. Tenemos llantas nuevas y usadas de todas las medidas, socateras y de todo terreno. Balanceo y válvulas nuevas y no les cobramos por las llantas que nos dejen. Los esperamos en la 300 Carretera Militar.
And we're back. Coach Joe Boston, one more time, we just talked about it. You said we had to win it all. We had to beat from Brownsville to Rio Grande. Now, you don't have to win it all. You got 4 teams in the playoffs, and those 4 teams got up 2 cities. Wow.
That's right. When we were playing it, we had to win it all, or you didn't make the playoffs.
Wow, that's a big difference. Go ahead, Joe.
Sammy Searche steps in, 1 for 1 on the day, 2 on, 1 out, takes ball 1 outside. We saw this from Alviso in the first inning. He struggled early finding the strike zone, then he seemed to settle down. But here, back-to-back hitters hit by a pitch, 2 on, 1 out. Searche at the plate, 1-0 the count. Already a 2-0 game. Churchill, again, they got that momentum swing as the bases were loaded by the SaberCats with 1 out. Couldn't get a run across. Searche takes a strike. It's 1-1.
Coach Vasquez, first of all, before you leave us, I want to thank you for joining us and thanking you for what you've done for me and a lot of co-players of mine that we still hang around with you to talk to you. But thank you very much for what you did for us in high school.
No, thank you, Donut, and thank you, Rio Sports, for having me on and spending some time with you guys.
Appreciate you, Coach.
I got one more thing for you, Coach. There's a ground ball.
Ground ball is short. Safe everywhere. Bases loaded.
I was a slow hit ball, and then he bobbled. Coach, real quick, Coach, and thanking you and so on. How nice. I mean, I haven't experienced it. You tell me it's good. It's getting pretty good when you get Real Sports at home and enjoy the ball game.
Yeah, it really does help. We have a live feed. You can watch your teams. You can just sit there in your TV room enjoying the game, and then just enjoying the AC instead of this sweat box that you all are in today.
They told us it was going to be an oven down here. It's not bad. They brought a fan, which Donut promptly
tilted right in his direction. And it's not like he's.
I was figuring the sweat box was meant for him.
Yeah.
Okay. Sending a message.
It was, yeah. But he got in front of the fan. He's like, if this were the sun, it would be a solar eclipse. The fan is over there. It's on.
One Joe
but we're in the dark, Kevin and I.
One Joe is good against me. Two of them, I don't know if I can handle. So, Coach, one more time, I want to say thank you very much, Coach. Love
thank you, Donut.
Thank you for what you did.
Thank you for Real Sports for having me here.
We'll see you, Coach.
Really
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach.
Bases loaded, ball one outside. No place to put Hudson Head. Kevin Naro, this is a big at bat in this ball game.
Oh, my God.
Very big, and it's only 2-0, but really Churchill here can break it open. Anything in the gap really could score 2.
Hudson Head stands in. Alviso works from the windup with the bases loaded, brings it home. Ball two, wild pitch gets away, run scores.
Well,
Catcher still has trouble finding the ball. Now he does.
Well, they're going to say
it's a walk.
Okay. They're going to send him back.
There's only one ball.
What do they call?
Calling him back in the plate.
No, they scored a run. Head aboard. Did that hit him then?
That's what the home plate umpire was saying.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He hit
the
4.
Scoreboard had it at 1 ball, no strikes.
So it's a hit batsman or catcher interference, one of the two. I didn't see the call.
Looked like it hit him. It was a bit inside.
Run aboard. Makes it a 3-0 game.
That's going to be it for Aviso.
And as Aviso leaves the game, we'll take a break. It's 3-0 Churchill leads. This is RioSportsLive.com.
Amoranita Bakery, open 7 days a week in Edinburg, located at 1102 West University Drive, Suite B. How about breakfast, lunch, supper, cakes, sweetbread, all the good stuff. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. It's La Moranita Bakery in Edinburg. Wow.
We are back here. The new pitcher for the SaberCats is Mark Esquivel, and he inherits a bases-loaded situation, 3-0 game, don't it?
3-0 ball game, and Esquivel in the game now. He did come in Thursday night, Joe. He didn't give up any hits. He gave that long fly ball that was dropped by the center fielder. They scored a run, and that was it for the rest of the night for them.
Already Churchill up 3-0. SaberCats had their opportunities in the bottom of the first inning. After giving up 2 runs, they had the bases loaded with 1 out.
Yeah, I thought something could have happened. Something big could have happened. Big strikeout he got there, and then a little ground ball right back to him. He almost took running himself all the way to first base before he tossed it to the first baseman.
And even as Esquivel warms up, there is action in the bullpen for the SaberCats. Again, this is everything in the pot. You play to win this game, no matter what. For the SaberCats of Edinburg Vela. Again, it's the gimme game. I call it that. I know Churchill wants to get in and out of this. They're playing to win. Don't kid yourself.
Yeah, they want.
But at the same time, the pressure is not on the Churchill Chargers in this game here.
2 more pitches.
For Esquivel, he'll not only inherit the bases loaded, but the cleanup hitter, Kevin Fleischer, will stroll to the plate. And so you have to come in, you have to throw strikes, but you also have to be weary that the guy at the plate is arguably the guy for the Chargers in this situation.
And it's going to be a change of pace with Alviso, more off-speed stuff.
Kevin, you got to cover a lot of baseball here in this facility.
Ex-Cougar here, Kevin?
Ex-Cougar.
Well, he covered that. I'm just talking about coverage, broadcasting. You were in the booth for several games.
White Wings, Roadrunners, a little bit of Pan Am at the time, and then UTRGV most recently.
This place always is fun when you get more and more fans involved.
I grew up coming to the stadium watching the Roadrunners play back when I was a kid, so.
You got older, Kevin.
I got older, yes.
Yeah, you never grew. But you got older.
We all grew older, man. We all grew older. And we continue to do so.
I grew wider. I grew wider. And older.
Bases loaded for the Chargers at Churchill. Fans, again, watching on social media, pass the word to other fans, if you will. Follow the link. Share the link. Follow and like our page for additional broadcasts coming your way. And there's a bunch of them going on. I know there's a big softball tournament going on in Harlingen this week. Had an opportunity to take a look at that. And that's the kind of things we'll be doing throughout the summer, covering the traveling teams and the big tournaments that come in and out of the Valley. Ball one inside to Fleischer, who's already 1 for 1 on the day with an RBI.
And I do have some 7-on-7 news for you as well.
Atta baby. I like to hear that.
Along with some hoops.
Yep. We were out at the 7-on-7 the other day. Billy Watson was taking some great photos for us in Mercedes. Here's the next pitch coming. Low, ball 2 to Fleischer.
Right out of the gate, falls behind in the count, 2-0 to a good hitter. So it's the hitter's count. If you're a hitter, you can look fastball here.
Top of the second, bases loaded. Let's see if they turn Fleischer loose. Their coach is billed as an aggressive coach. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a high shot to second. Out at second on a line drive and a double play.
Huge DP there, just caught in the middle. You're the runner, nothing you can do there.
We come back.
That was a double play. We'll be back after this. It's 3-0. Churchill leads, and everybody's stranding base runners. Back after this on RealSportsLive.com.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Back here, RealSportsLive.com. Joe Bowling, Donut Salinas, and Donut, you got another guest. It's not a foul ball sponsored by, but we'll go ahead and get one of our sponsors in here.
We're going to say hi to Rick. Rick, first of all, thank you very much, Coach, for helping us out, Rick. You've been around the game as much, even more than probably that I have at Pan Am, at high school, Legion and stuff. You've even done some coaching. What do you think of today's game?
I think it's hot.
It's hot? How can these kids play? We used to play, but it didn't feel that hot. You're right, Rick.
It's hard at our age to watch the game in this heat.
Once again, Rick, thanks a lot, Rick, for helping us. But it's true, Rick. I mean, I don't see all these kids playing. We used to do the same thing, but to me, as you get older, it seems like hard to do anything in the heat.
Tell you, when you love a game, you're out there no matter what.
That's Rick Villarreal helping us sponsor with the foul balls. We didn't have any foul balls there in that top of the second inning.
No, we didn't.
That means he's way up on the chant.
That tells us we need a sponsor for a hit by pitch.
Donut called me late last night saying, "Hey, what if we had a sponsored strikeout and a walk and a ground ball and a pop up and a catcher catches a third strike?" It's like whoa. And then of course he had to throw in Move Those Chains, and he's already talking football, and I'm sure you'll hear his voice chiming away at football season here on Real Sports. Pitch coming is low for a ball, and it's quickly a 2-0 count on the leadoff hitter for the SaberCats, Jaime Perez. At double play,
oh my God,
ended the top of the second inning. And again, there's been lots of base runners in this game. 3 runs across, all belonging to Churchill.
Oh, we got a timeout.
Now timeout's called, and they're going to make all of the Churchill players get inside the dugout. They had set up a camping area over there in the on-deck circle. Lots of extra equipment. And
on that play, that double play, like Joe Vasquez saying it, I'd rather be lucky than good. The ball was hit so good.
That was a hard hit ball. Here's the pitch to Perez. Check swing. That's a fair ball. He was just trying to get out of the way, and Perez is retired.
That's just a tough break there as a hitter. Trying to check your swing. The ball bounces fair.
2 balls, no strikes.
One down and brings in Jonathan Navarro. Number 8 hitter in the lineup for the SaberCats of Edinburg, Vela. Navarro did not play in game 1 of this series.
No, and after this pitch,
Takes a strike.
Joe, what happened there, and then Mr. Varela just brought it up, asking on De La Cruz. De La Cruz is out. Mr. Varela, he's going to need surgery. He can't even toss the ball. So what's going on is that changed up the whole lineup. That was our leadoff for the whole season, De La Cruz.
They were assisting him off the field. There's a ground ball to third. Nice play there, backing up on the ball. High throw and out at first base as the first baseman did a great job.
Came back on time and fell up right on the bag for the out. Yeah, they carried him off the field. I don't know what happened right before the game. So
5-3 on the put out. It brings in Angel Salazar.
Joe, this reminds me of like the San Antonio Missions game and those games Roadrunners had style when they were back in with the big crowd in hand.
They're watching from Sierra Blanca, Texas. Watching from Anderson, Missouri, checking in. Wow, there's a Cardinal fan, I'll bet you. Missouri.
Missouri.
It's called Missouri, Missouri, but depends on where you live in the state.
Cubby tuning in.
They're out. They all hate the Cubs. All right.
Well, that'll work.
Oh, you're talking about a Cubby tuning in. That must be Mr. Cordone and Company.
Yes, Cordone tuning in. It's right here. I'm going to let you after this pitch.
There's a ball that misses.
He's saying that the Cubs won and the St. Louis Cardinals got killed.
When? Today?
By Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Thus goes the National League Central Division. It's going to happen all year.
I missed the NL Central.
Somebody's going to
win. I went out to Joe Vasquez.
We don't miss you now. You'd be in clean first place by about 15 games. Strike called. Go ahead.
To Joe Bowling from Spikes Ford.
Hey, I want to send a hello back to Spikes Ford, enjoying the broadcast and assisted greatly by sponsors like Spikes Ford that help us bring this broadcast along. This is not free to pull off, my friends, despite the fact my bank account thought so. Ground ball back to the mound and an easy second inning for Landry Weidman. 1-2-3 go the SaberCats. We head to the third. 3-0. Chargers lead. This is Real Sports Live.
Easy. Second inning for Landry. Easy. Second inning for Landry.
Yeah, you got to give up some duties if we can't get these replays, okay? I'll take the scoreboard. I can handle it. If that's what we need to do.
Southern Beauty Spa and Salon is a perfect stop when looking for a full-service salon. Located in downtown Harlingen at 207 West Jackson Street, Southern Beauty offers full body waxing, spray tans, makeup, massage, and more. Specializing in hair care and offering haircuts, highlights as well. Need nails done? Southern Beauty Spa and Salon is ready for manicures, pedicures, shellac, and solar. A Brazilian blowout certified salon is Southern Beauty Spa and Salon, downtown Harlingen, Texas. Looking for a great place for a meal to start your day or a lunch plate that will be made just for you? Then stop by 210 West Jackson Street in Harlingen and enjoy El Sombrero Restaurant. Great food prepared 7 days a week and delivered with a smile. El Sombrero brings the taste of authentic food in an atmosphere that is sure to bring you back for more. El Sombrero Restaurant, 210 West Jackson Street, is a must-stop when you shop downtown Harlingen.
Back here, back to the mound, and an opportunity for the SaberCats to try to keep this game in check as Esquivel returns.
It'd be big, Joe, if they could come up with a quick inning, an easy inning. Don't let them score an inning because it's what happened over there in San Antonio on Thursday. They scored 2-3-2-1-1.
First pitch coming. Third inning underway, and it's ball one to Greg Morales. Morales leading it off, followed by Jesse Herrera, then Carter Elliott. Anybody gets on? Jet Collins. 3-0 game. 2 runs in the first, another in the second for Churchill. Next pitch coming to Morales. Swinging a ground ball. That's the second. Nice play there. Over to first, one down.
There you go. Starting to play some good defense on both sides. It seems to me like if that pitcher's getting fungos for them, he's got like 3 or 4 balls right back at him.
4-3 on the put out. Esquivel benefited greatly from a double play ball on a ball hit right on the nose when he came in relief back in the second inning. He's working his first full inning. Got Morales. Here's Herrera. And his job is to simply get on and off the mound right now and let the bats go to work. Top of the order awaits for the SaberCats in the third inning. Herrera 1 for 1 on the day with a single. Drove in a run back in the first inning when the Chargers sent 7 men to the plate. Swings and misses for strike 1. At Cardinal games in the fourth inning, by the way. So Cordone, Cub fan, like most Cub fans, he's talking about the past already. He's probably already talking about last night's game. And, hey, there's another game going on, and I get it. Cub fans are used to looking back saying, what if, what if, what if.
Have you been to the Taste of Chicago yet?
I have, twice. And then
Plenty of Cubs
they named a meal. After I ate it, they named it a terrible name.
I love it.
And I think that was made up after the fact when they found out a Cardinal fan went in there and ate. They're like, oh, he ate that. We're going to name that something derogatory. 1-1 the count to Herrera.
What you call me?
Yeah.
No, I love it that Edgar can't say nothing back.
Our scoreboard says top of the second with 1 out. We are in the top of the third with 1 out. There's a ground ball to second. Nice play over there. Throw over in time for the out.
Good baseball, ladies and gentlemen.
Beautiful backhand by Angel Salinas. Just fundamental baseball there. He's recorded both outs.
He's recorded all 3 outs since Esquivel has come into the play as a pitcher.
With a double play.
Right.
So that brings in
That's Salinas,
Carter Elliott.
Senior, he's smooth. Oh, he's had a Hill series. He had a series at Los Frenos over there. He went 3 for 3 and a walk with some great plays. Yeah, that's your ADH for him the whole year. This year he's come around.
Carter Elliott at the plate, 0 for 1 on the day, a strikeout victim, but that was against starter Adam Alviso. Faces Esquivel, first pitch coming, strike called.
Not that bad. It's not that hot here, is it, Rick?
You're standing in front of the fan. Turn the fan away and then tell me how hot it is in here, Donut. That baby. Now, we'll talk to Donut in a half an inning. Then we'll ask him how hot it is up here.
You're killing me, man.
0-1 the count.
It's not my fault I'm wide.
Next pitch coming. Up high for a ball, 1-1. Fans, thanks again for joining in here on RioSportsLive.com. We've been broadcasting since the end of October. We caught the tail end of football season. As many basketball games as you could dream of. And 887,000 views later, here we are in baseball season and counting. And we're getting ready to ramp up for the summer. Kevin, you got some 7-on-7 news after this pitch. Let's hear it. Here's Elliott. Takes a strike.
So I got the schedule, and we're talking all majority of the lower valley, the both Harlingen, San Benitos, Rio Hondos, Lyford. We're going to start Tuesday, June 5th at Victor Park. So we got 16 teams all lined up and ready to go.
We're going to be down there covering some 7-on-7 for you.
Roll.
We'll be having live play-by-play of that as well. And we've got the Mission League starting and also the McAllen League. Swing and a miss.
Big inning.
And the strikeout ends the inning.
Needed.
No runs, no hits, no errors for the Chargers of San Antonio Churchill in the third. We head to the bottom of the third. SaberCats will have the leadoff man, Nico Rodriguez, to lead it off. We'll be back. It's 3-0 Chargers. This is RioSportsLive.com.
We'll thank the sponsors when we get back.
Audio.
At the age of 22, I decided that I wanted to join the military. Once that was finished, I wanted to go and, exercise my mind and get an education.
I wanted to do something positive for my children, to provide for them financially, and I wanted to give back to the community.
My parents were here going to school back when I was a kid, so honestly, it was just a natural choice.
I don't have to leave to a bigger university. I can do it here in my hometown at my community college.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with the taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today.
Spikes Ford is having a 2017 model inventory reduction sale. All 2017s are priced to move. Take your pick with $7,500 off MSRP and get $7,500 off the 2017 Ford Edge, $7,500 off the 2017 Ford Escape Titanium, or $7,500 off the 2017 Ford Focus Titanium. It's your choice. But with deals like this, these vehicles will sell out fast. It's the 2017 Inventory Reduction Sale at Spikes Ford, Expressway 83 at the Conway exit in Mission.
Back here at UTRGV, back on the mound goes Landry Weidman. First pitch coming is inside for ball one. He retired this side in order in the second. Works here in the third. Donut Salinas.
Hey, let's go thank some sponsors. Martin Farm and Ranch. When you need some farm equipment, come to the Martin Farm and Ranch. Also, Robert Pena, school board trustee. Thank you, Mr. Pena. J. Merck Designs. Good shout out going out to JJ, Denise, Caleb, and Jacob.
Strike called to Rodriguez. And again, those sponsors assisted us greatly in bringing coverage. And now after building it, we're now funding it. And I'm talking about Rio Sports Live in big. Too bad we didn't cover softball for EHS. Well, fans, again, we were just growing pains, and it's good to have growing pains. There's a ground ball out. 4-3 on the put out.
Speaking of softball, you know, I had to get a little bit of it in there. That's what Coach Esparza and I from Rio Hondo were talking about last night, that we felt that there was something missing. Out of the last 6 years, four of the last 6 years, we've had a team either reach state or the region final. This year is the first time.
Everybody got dropped.
Everybody's out. This is the region final week, so.
All eyes on the SaberCats, literally, as far as high school sports in the Rio Grande Valley, because this is the last man standing, and any sport. Last one with an opportunity. Churchill, same situation, sitting out there. However, they still have another team alive out of the San Antonio area. This team did not win their district, my friends.
They lost 5 district games.
Pitch coming from Weidman. Fastball.
1-1.
Strike called, evens the count at 1-1 on Aaron Galvan. Now 6 in a row retired by Weidman as he works here in the bottom of the third. Galvan flied out to left field his first time up. Hit the ball hard the opposite way. When the SaberCats loaded the bases, that was in the first. After the bases were loaded, Weidman got 2 outs, a strikeout and a ground ball back to the mound, and then he breezed through the second. Ground ball out here in the third, and he appears to be in control. Pitch coming. Ball low.
Just a little low and in.
2 balls and a strike to Galvan, trying to get on board.
Good
you
idea.
feel like it's a bigger deficit that the SaberCats are facing than 3 runs.
Well, exactly, but Joe, you got to think about their pitching, and that makes it, you know, a little harder to think those 3 runs are going to come easy.
Galvan with a 2-1 count stands in. Here it comes. Ball outside. 3-1 now to Galvan.
He's really working the corners. Last 2 pitches, one was called for a strike on the inside part of the plate.
Now, here in this situation, it's advantage SaberCats. The more you make him stay out there in the sun, and more pitches to throw.
3-1. Weidman comes set. Ball 4 inside. A walk to Galvan. 1 aboard. That ends the string of 6 in a row. Second walk of the game issued by Weidman. And here comes Ramsey Amador. Amador walked his first time up. Now, Weidman, he too can look out at that scoreboard and say, wow, this could easily be a 7-8-0 game right now. Or it could be tied up.
Yeah.
SaberCats missed their chance in the first. They'll have to build on this walk here to the third. Amador waits. Backs out of there for ball 1. We had no foul balls in the second inning.
Good time to do that. Good time. Take one for the team there.
Donut Salinas, there were 0 foul balls in the second inning.
Yeah, 0.
We're in the third.
GNS.
Ball 2 misses to Amador.
Lot of game left. Lot
of action down in the SaberCat bullpen. I think everybody that's not in the game is down there playing catch. Meanwhile, the Chargers have nothing doing in their bullpen. Amador ahead in the count 2-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. I was wondering if he had the green light.
Yeah, he did. I think he had 2 green lights.
2 balls and a strike to Amador.
Galvan at first.
Galvan walked. He's there with 1 out. Weidman brings it home. Swing and a miss. He threw one right past Amador for strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes on Amador. Eric Martinez on deck. Now Amador will have to shorten up a bit at the plate. On a 2-2 pitch, this is the one I feared most as a hitter. You just never knew. As a pitcher, what'd you think 2-2, Donut? You weren't concerned about going 3-2. This was your pitch, correct?
Your pitch, yeah. Once you get 2 strikes on them, they're your pitches. Yeah.
2-2 the count. Weidman brings it home. Swinging a hard hit ball. That's the second. 1 there, over to first, and a double play. 4-6-3, and how about that turn by the Chargers defensively to end the 3rd in the inning for the SaberCats of Edinburg Vela. No runs, no hits, a walk, a man erased on the base pass. We head to the 4th. 3-0 Chargers lead. This is RioSportsLive.com.
Are you looking for a place to get your business cards, invoices, or even some invitations to your next event done quickly and at a good price? Come visit us at 523 Express Printing, where we treat you like family, because after all, we are.
The key officers at Econ Group have 100 years of combined construction experience in South Texas, specializing in drywall, acoustical ceiling, painting, ceramic tile, flooring, and plastics. With the expertise, Econ offers clients a one-stop shop by providing quality general construction leadership as well as interior finish-out subcontracting. By combining several construction tasks under one umbrella, it saves clients time and money by streamlining material planning, communications, and scheduling while ensuring the quality of craftsmanship. Econ, 3025 South Sugar Road, Edinburg.
Lombardi Tire Shop. Tenemos llantas nuevas y usadas de todas las medidas, socateras y de todo terreno, balanceo y válvulas nuevas, y no les cobramos por las llantas que nos dejen. Los esperamos en la 300 Carretera Militar.
We can't bring ice in here. I mean, we can for us.
Back here at UTRGV, home of the Vaqueros, we head to the 4th inning, and Edinburg Vela SaberCats find themselves down by the score of 3-0. Mark Esquivel back on the mound. He's done his job, Kevin Naro, in relief so far.
Speaking of pitchers, shout out to Harlingen South alum Danny Godora. He's tuning in. If anybody knows what it's like to be in this stage, it's Danny. He was one of the pitchers in that 2017 that made it all the way to state. Danny's doing a good job out there in Harlingen. I know he has a couple of facilities training the youngins over there in Harlingen. So shout out to Danny.
He understands fully what this stage is all about, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one.
All the way to the state finals.
At the plate stands Jet Collins. 0 for 1 on the day, leading off the 4th for the Chargers. Hits it hard in the air to right center field. That's going to bit in the gap and hit the wall. Rounding first, heading to second for Collins. He'll check up there. SaberCats, again, the outfield doing a great job of holding these long balls to singles.
They cut that ball off well, and it was a strong cutoff throw. I thought double right out of the gate. But as an outfielder, it did a great job cutting that ball off. Funny story on Danny was he pitched for the White Wings when I was there. He made his pro debut. Vince Erickson was still around. I remember he went out there and did a story on Danny, and we had a guy come in by the name of Conrad Flynn. And he was in AAA with the Diamondbacks, and I was getting the info on Flynn when Danny heard that he was from the Houston area, and it turned out that they played each other in the semis.
Oh, wow.
And then a couple years later, there they are playing on the same pro baseball team. Baseball's a small world.
It can be. Throw to first. That was close. Collins back in time.
Could use another double play ball here at SaberCats.
Esquivel has benefited from one of those in relief here in the 4th inning. Runner on base, nobody out for the Chargers. This is the number 9 hitter in the lineup, Rochelle, at the plate. Hit by a pitch his first time up and takes one for a ball. 1-0.
Good
showing bunt.
Yeah, fake bunt. Good play by the catcher, holding the ball right in front of him.
1-0 the count on Rochelle. Andy De Leon's on deck. It was Rochelle, De Leon who were hit by pitches in this game. So was Hudson Head. Starter Adam Alviso struggled finding the strike zone, allowing the 3 runs that are on the board thus far. Bunt, foul ball. There you go.
There's a GNS Glass foul ball.
That's their first, my friends.
That's their first one.
Rick Villarreal way out. Bunt, foul ball. 4th. Is that they get the 4th?
GNS gets 3rd and 4th.
Okay.
Rick will come back in the 5th. They come in the 6th. The winner gets the 7th.
There haven't been many foul balls in this game.
Not today.
They happen, just not right now.
Whoa!
There's a throw to first and out at first base. Esquivel he nearly picked him off earlier. This time he guns down Collins.
Got him caught leaning there.
Brings in Rochelle, and Collins heard an earful from his coach at third base. That'll happen.
Takes away the sack punt.
We used to have a coach like that.
1-1 the count on Rochelle. He now becomes just a straightaway hitter on this at bat. Ball too high.
I've been on the end of that before.
You been picked off, Kev?
No, the shouting end of it.
We all have. Anybody that played a game.
From the coach sitting across from us over there, Michael Salinas. Used to be my Edinburg North coach. That sounds a little bit too familiar.
In some cases, you can remember word for word what they said.
We can't repeat it, can we?
Fill in the blanks.
No, fill in the blanks.
Fill in the blanks. Exclamation point, exclamation point. Asterisk sign. Ball 3. Esquivel allowed the leadoff single, picked that man off. Now he's 3-1 on Rochelle.
Yeah, it was stealing third in particular is when I got an earful and it made the third out, stealing third.
Never do you want to do the third out at
There
third.
you go.
Tano Rochelle waits. Here's the 3-1. Foul ball back to the screen.
There's another GNS Glass foul ball.
I was waiting to hear that because, Donut, you remember the Roadrunner days?
Yeah.
That's all that it was, GNS Glass. And everybody in the stands knew it.
Yeah, everybody would yell. There's another GNS Glass foul ball.
Effective marketing tool. We'll employ it here at Rio Sports Live as well. 3-2 the count on Rochelle now. Esquivel has a strikeout in relief. Brings it home. Swing and a miss. Got him on strikes.
Beautiful breaking
Tagged
ball.
him out at the plate, and how about that? 2 down.
Sabercats hanging in there.
Brings in Andy De Leon. De Leon has been on base twice. Hit by a pitch in the first. Same story in the second. Each time advanced to third base. That was as far as he got.
That was a big pickoff for that first out because Churchill was clearly trying to move the runner over with a sack bunt. You go from having, 1 out runner on second to nobody on 2 outs. So.
And then the top of the order up. De Leon stands
Right.
in.
That's what Skip was looking for. He flipped the order over with a runner in scoring position.
Ball outside. 1-0.
Bullpen just came in for the Churchill. Seems
So
like
they
he's-
did have some activity
yeah,
down
yeah,
there.
Somebody is ready.
Well, we got some fans sitting in left field as well.
Vela's
On
Simpson.
the
I
streets.
do. I see him in the cars out there watching the game.
Not a bad view.
Pitch coming, swinging a high fly ball into right field. Should be played.
Nico.
Inning comes to an end. Leadoff single is wasted. Runner picked off in the 4th for the Churchill Chargers. No runs a hit, nobody left. We played 3.5. Chargers continue to lead. Sabercats 4, 5, and 6 in the lineup when we return. This is RioSportsLive.com.
For your construction needs in the Rio Grande Valley, check out Hosanna Construction in Farr. Formerly known as Guzman Construction, Hosanna Construction can design and build your home or take care of your home improvements. 802 East Expressway 83, Farr, Texas, Hosanna Construction. Formerly known as Guzman Construction. Call now for free consultations at 956-435-0381. Hosanna Construction, committed to serving you. Anita Bakery, open 7 days a week in Edinburg, located at 1102 West University Drive, Suite B. How about breakfast, lunch, supper, cakes, sweetbread, all the good stuff. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. It's La Morenita Bakery in Edinburg. Wow.
We are back here at UTRGV, and we're right now looking for waters. I sent a $20 bill out. I saw 2 waters arrive, and Donut's begging for water now. I'm going to have to, like I said, we're right next to the Churchill dugout. Go ahead, intercept the water girl.
I'm going next.
The series is a 1-0 with Churchill on top in this best-of-3 series. They won Game 1 7-3. We are in Game 2, and it's already the bottom of the 4th inning, and back to the mound goes Landry Weidman. Weidman will take on Eric Martinez, Mark Esquivel, and Julian Torreales. Anybody gets on Perez. Don't jinx it, my friend. It did. It just came in right over the center field wall and made it into our little cave here. We're watching and broadcasting from. I don't mind the spot. I really don't. If it were an evening game, this would be a great view. Pitch is low for a ball. And as long as you got that tarp there, we're not worried about that foul ball that gets ripped by a right-hander over into this. I've seen these ricochet down in here and catch cameramen at awkward angles. We're covered by a tarp, so we're in good shape.
Thank you, George. A shout out going out to George Avila, who came up here at 10 in the morning and gave some shade. Mr. Avila, Narro.
Mr. Avila, good guy.
Martinez hits this one, foul ball. Right over here near us. 1-1 the count on Eric Martinez. Reached on an error his first time up. And for the SaberCats, I would circle this as a big inning here.
Yeah,
need to put a run on board.
Some kind of put a mark out there.
Meanwhile, Weidman would love to breeze through this one. With all the bullpen help he's got, he would be in control. Inside for a ball.
How's old George doing?
Good, good. Everything good.
You would need a Venn diagram to understand how Donut and I know each other. I know you, you know him, he knows me. Families go way back. Know all the same people.
2-1 is a check swing. Did he go around? No, sir. 3-1 the count now to Martinez. Right. It's an easy diagram to figure out this broadcast booth. I was doing streaming for Channel 4. Walked into Edinburg at Cat Stadium that time. Was with Donut Salinas. Said, hey, I'm here to do play-by-play. And he goes, oh, what? Where? We're going live. What? We did live. And then, by the way, here's our statistician, Kevin Naro. Next thing you know, years later, Donut, my broadcast partner, will be doing play-by-play for Rio Sports Live. Meanwhile, Kevin Naro, full-time writer for the Valley Morning Star, and I'm still broadcasting games. Here we go. 3-2 the count. They called that a strike on Martinez. He didn't like the call.
We also lied about 100 umpires behind the plate.
Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a ground ball. That's a fair ball. Weidman gets to it, throws the first, out there. Nice play.
He's done his job in defending himself on every ground ball every ball he can get to. He had one bad throw to second base, but he didn't know who to throw it to there.
Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a ground ball. That's a fair ball. Weidman gets to it, throws the first, out there. Nice play.
Base runners. Got to try to force Game 3 if they can.
Let's do or die.
Fans, I've been contacted. We were actually contacted Thursday and then last night by some of the softball teams that we covered that put the Valley teams out of commission. In this case, New Braunfels Canyon reached out asking us to broadcast. I don't mind covering teams. We're moving out of this region. We're in the region. Just get to me earlier. You can't get me on a Thursday or a Friday of a game day. Donut fully understands now what it takes to get one of these games done. It's not just show up and turn the equipment on.
Yeah, it sure does.
Canyon won last night. They beat Warren 2-0 in a one-gamer.
So on they go.
On they go to state.
This is their year. They're senior loaded, and they are ready. Strike one on a big swing. Evens the count at 1-1 on Esquivel. Esquivel, strikeout victim his first time up. That was back in the first when the SaberCats of Edinburg Vela left the bases loaded. Next one coming. Swinging a ground ball. Big hop to short. Backhanded in the hole. Throw across on time.
Wow.
Nice arm displayed that time by Sammy Searche.
Searche threw it off his back foot too. Had a little trouble the transition.
Yeah, he pumped twice.
Still made a strong throw deep in the hole. That's an impressive play.
2 down, brings in Torreales. Fans watching on social media, be sure you share the link. Follow the page, like the page, so you can keep track of our additional broadcasts coming your way. And yes, there's a bunch of them, including tonight. We'll be bringing a simulcast from Brownsville, the FC Coyotes in action. There's a strike called.
Shout out going out to Pablino Morin out in San Antonio. He's out there with us on Thursday. Shout out going out to him. Boy, still playing ball, coach. Yes. 55 in older league in San Antonio.
0-1 count. The pitch coming is a ball. Evens the count at 1-1 on Torreales. I also helped Kevin Naro when Doug Robinson called me, said, hey, I need some broadcast assistance. I was like, yep, I got one for you. I called Kevin, said, hey, Kevin, remember this. You're not going to make a lot of money. You're going to run through some troubles you've never dreamed of in your life, but you will get enough broadcast experience to make a big jump forward.
There's a lot of baseball, Joe, and you blew that door wide open.
Doug and I covered that from day one. He's like, who do you got? I said, this young man, Kevin Naro. And then it was on to the White Wings for Kevin Naro. He ran into some assistance there when he got there, but that door was opened by right here.
Another 4-3.
1, 2, 3 go the SaberCats in the fourth. Churchill leads this one 3-0. We'll be back after this on RioSportsLive.com.
Southern Beauty Spa and Salon is a perfect stop when looking for a full-service salon. Located in downtown Harlingen at 207 West Jackson Street, Southern Beauty offers full body waxing, spray tans, makeup, massage, and more. Specializing in hair care and offering haircuts, highlights as well. Need nails done? Southern Beauty Spa and Salon is ready for manicures, pedicures, shellac, and solar. A Brazilian blowout certified salon is Southern Beauty Spa and Salon, downtown Harlingen, Texas. Looking for a great place for a meal to start your day or a lunch plate that will be made just for you? Then stop by 210 West Jackson Street in Harlingen and enjoy El Sombrero Restaurant. Great food prepared 7 days a week and delivered with a smile. El Sombrero brings the taste of authentic food in an atmosphere that is sure to bring you back for more. El Sombrero Restaurant, 210 West Jackson Street, is a must-stop when you shop downtown Harlingen. The San Benito Chamber of Commerce proudly sponsors any Greyhound broadcast. Your chamber is a group of hometown businesses that provide your essential community products and services daily. Support the San Benito Chamber of Commerce that are your hometown businesses. San Benito Chamber members congratulate high school athletes, students, coaches, families, and teachers that enable success. Go Greyhounds. You make us proud. The San Benito Chamber of Commerce.
Back here at UTRGV, Donut Salinas went out looking for water. Kevin, let's see if he found some.
I think he did.
He comes back empty-handed, but I think he's got some water coming. At Donut Salinas, let me tell you.
Judging by the look of his shirt, I think he got some water.
Someone doused him with water.
Get off of me,
Did
man.
you get the bucket? Did you get the bucket dumped on you or what?
No, I got water from the dugout. Got sprayed on.
Shout out to Jay Santamaria tuning in. Congratulations to Jayla, who signed at TLU, was a great basketball player.
Hey, let's take a few more sponsors, Joe. Is that all right, Joe?
Yeah, fire away, buddy.
All right, let's go with Gilbert Enriquez, Econ Enterprises City Commissioner. Also, Rick Vardial, Farmers Insurance. Homer Haas Jr., another City Commissioner with Superior Oil Change. GNS Glass. Pete Molina, Oscar Salinas, our school board president, trustee, and Cantu's Pharmacy with Children's Depot.
Sammy Searche leads it off for the Churchill Chargers here in this fifth inning, and he takes strike one from Mark Esquivel, who's back on the mound after coming into relief in the second inning.
We go to game three. The umpires will be switching just one base forward.
One rotation up. These were the same guys that were there on Thursday. Seems like a million years ago, Thursday, just 2 days ago.
Yes, sir.
Next one coming. In the dirt for a ball. Reminds me, on Thursday, my last stop before I went up to the big trip to San Antonio was at Spikes Ford, who jumped on as one of our sponsors. they're having a big Memorial Day sale going on all throughout the weekend, including on Monday.
Are we barbecuing?
And I was, are they barbecuing? I don't know. I didn't ask that. I just looked at the cars. I was in the showroom looking at some of the new Mustangs. They are some nice-looking vehicles. And, of course, the used department came in and was talking to me. And, so again, they're open all throughout Memorial Day, including on Monday.
That's good.
And so be sure you check out Spike's Ford in Mission. But, hey, they know all about Edinburg.
They'll run right off Conway.
Deals are there.
It's
1-2 the count.
Joe, it's getting late in the game, Joe, and these SaberCats better decide when they're going to do it. If they're going to do it.
Meanwhile, the Churchill Chargers can put this one away right here in the 5th. Searche leading off, takes ball too high. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Searche's been on twice. He singled in the 1st, reached on an error in the 2nd, bats again here in the 5th. Esquivel in relief since coming in has allowed 1 base runner. And that was on a single leading off the 4th. Picked that man off. Working here in the 5th. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a hard hit ball into right center field. That's going to be caught. That one stayed in the air for a long way. Searche retired. 9 on the put out. 1 down.
Rodriguez on the Cats there. He almost overran that ball. He's got some height on him that made it pretty easy getting to it.
Brings in Hudson Head. You know, Kevin was talking about the 7-on-7 schedule, and fans, that's an entertaining type of sport. For those of you that haven't been there or watched it, when you watch it on our broadcast, Kevin, it's highly competitive, even though there's a whole range of coaches that say, I hate it, or coaches that say, I love it. I think fans are going to be equally entertained by 7-on-7 football.
Right. What are you going to say?
How long has the 7-7 been going on? Did we have that, Coach, when we were 7-on-7 back in the 80s, 90s? When did this come on? And
well,
a bunch of these high school kids, it's like having a summer league for them.
I know.
Street football back then. That's good, though. I mean, some of these kids have, you know, these quarterbacks work with the same receivers all year long, and then you continue doing on 7-on-7.
It's not just the receivers and quarterbacks; it's the secondary.
It's secondary. Okay. That's what I was going to talk to you, Joe. Is I get it. You're not making any contact. I understand that. What I pay attention to is the chemistry between the quarterbacks and the receivers, the route running, and then the speed of the secondary. Do they have that makeup speed, that recovery speed? Those are some things that I pay attention to. But to answer your question, Donut, 7-on-7 started, I believe. I remember when I was in high school, 2008, 2007, we were just getting it started.
There's a hard hit ball in the hole into right field for a base hit for Hudson Head. Go ahead, Kevin.
It wasn't as competitive and as big as it is now.
But you were doing it already.
But right, yeah, we were doing it. I know it's been going on a lot longer, but as far as Edinburg goes, you know, we started it back then.
Now it's a full blown, goes to a state tournament, which is held in Round Rock.
College Station.
College Station, I'm sorry.
Come on.
They moved it one year.
That's our yearly trip.
We go out there, and usually the Rio Grande Valley has 4, 5, up to 6 teams that make it into the tournament, taking on teams from and Donut. When you watch it, we're going to cover it this year all the way through.
Lufkin, Cy Ranch.
You see all the big names that are signed, the huge names throughout the state of Texas, the big quarterbacks. Here's a ground ball to short, slow roller, dropped. Everybody's safe. Another it's a non-qualifying tournament, but it's going to be taking place at the Brownsville Sports Park. Watch for details on that. They are right now putting that tournament together.
There and at Victor Park in Harlingen, so 2 places. And then McAllen
and Mission.
Also has Mission.
Yeah.
Those 2 always host the qualifying.
Yeah, if I get the announcers in place, we'll have the ability to cover Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday 7-on-7 throughout the month of June. Throughout the month of June into the state tournament. And then, of course, with these tournaments that take place, the qualifying tournaments, and then Brownsville having the non-qualifying tournaments. I like the Brownsville League. It's a little different than what the 7-on-7 that you'll see when they get to College Station, in that they allow a little more contact. They allow some jamming of the receivers at the line, and they allow the defenders a little more real football experience. And the receivers as well, trying to work the routes and quarterbacks. But again, 7-on-7, it'll be coming this week as we start the leagues, and then next week is when the Harlingen League kicks in.
Fellow media friends, I always tell them, have you covered 7-on-7 yet at state? And they said no. I said, well, that's the final chink in your armor. You get that final badge once you've made it through the weekend.
Throw to third, safe there on the ball that got away.
We're talking up to maybe 3 days max of pure 100, 105 degree heat. Some of those games are played on turf.
Yeah, it's no cool.
the weekend.
Throw to third, safe there on the ball.
The weekend.
Throw to there. But the competition is amazing, and you get to see all the Division I wide receivers, all the Division I D-backs, all the Division I quarterbacks, all converge at College Station from the state of Texas. It's hosted by Adidas, and it is a big, big deal.
It's neat. The kids get a set of gloves, some uniforms, 2 sets of uniforms.
Go ahead, Donut.
You just put a play on, and I guess, remember, Joe, they tried to double steal, and those Fresnos that backfired. As the second baseman will come across, we'll see if they steal.
First and third for Morales. Swing and a foul ball. We're in the
There's
fifth.
another GNS glass foul ball.
They get the fifth.
Nope.
This is the fifth, don't it?
That's another one. That's another one I blew. They give that one to Rick Villarreal Farmers Insurance.
So they each get one.
Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Villarreal.
Donut needs some water, folks. We're looking for some water
It's
quick.
the water. It's the water.
Morales at the plate. I give him grease
Because
because
all the way up on this.
Rick Villarreal standing right next to him.
He might win both games.
Here's the pitch coming.
Good pitch.
At the strike call.
Need a big out.
Escobar would like to keep it right here. It's right now a 3-run game. You would call that manageable. You get beyond that 3 runs, that's when baseball takes a different turn.
Top of the fifth, 3-0. Runners first and third with 1 out.
Morales reached on a fielder's choice and grounded out. Has to protect the plate, 1 and 2. The pitch coming. Swinging a ground ball. Slow hit to second. 1 play. That's at first. Run scores. Makes it a 4-0 game.
Big run.
So Morales gets the job done.
Not great contact being made against Esquivel, but if they're getting it done with ground balls, slow ground ball, 1 base hit, a big hop, a wild pitch, and before you know it, they're run across the plate.
Just a good situational hitting there. Hit it to the right side of the infield with a runner on third. Simple for Edinburg Vela, though. It's exchanging out for a run. Which is what you do there in that situation.
Yeah, there was no way for a double play, no chance at all as that ball was slowly hit to second.
Nor was there a play at the plate either.
So Esquivel will now bear down and go after Jesse Herrera with a runner at second base and 2 outs. Looking ahead to the bottom of the fifth for the SaberCats of Edinburg Vela, it will be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up. Esquivel came into relief back in the 2nd inning, working in the hot sun in the 5th. Would like to get out of this. Herrera, who's at the plate, has a hit and an RBI. Takes 1 outside for ball 1. Herrera now in the series is 3 for 5 with 4 RBIs. You want to talk about
He's had a series.
MVP of the series? Maybe standing right here at the plate. Herrera waits.
And he's batting 6th in their order.
Esquivel brings it. Swinging another hard hit ball up the middle's a hit. This could drive in a run. It will. Throw comes in, not cut off. RBI for Herrera, his 2nd of the game, makes it a 5-0 game.
That's the first good hit ball, I believe, against Esquivel.
And Herrera is just on fire.
Yep.
3 singles and a double in the series. 2 for 3 today. 2 for 3 on Thursday. But it's the RBIs. The 2 he drove in game 1, it was Edinburg Vela up 1-0 when he delivered with a 2 RBI single that put Churchill on top. And in essence, they haven't trailed in this series since. They lead now here 5-0. 2 runs across here in the 5th, and here's Carter Elliott. Elliott wearing the collar today, 0 for 2 in the game. Ground ball the 2nd, inning over. For the Churchill Chargers in the 5th. They scored 2 runs. They do so on 2 hits. We've played 4.5, and Churchill now in control, 5-0. This is RioSportsLive.com.
the age of 22, I decided that I wanted to join the military. Once that was finished, I wanted to go and, exercise my mind and get an education.
I wanted to do something positive for my children, to provide for them financially, and I wanted to give back to the community.
My parents were here going to school back when I was a kid, so honestly, it was just a natural choice.
I don't have to leave to a bigger university. I can do it here in my hometown at my community college.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today.
Back here at UTRGV, Edinburg, Texas. Joe Bowling, Donut Salinas. Kevin Naro joins me. Donut, run down some sponsors.
Hey, let's thank our mayor, of course, Richard Molina. Thanking you, Richard. Also, let's thank our board president, Oscar Salinas. Let's go to Cantu's Pharmacy, Children's Depot. Let's do Cordon's, a taste of Chicago, Tough Turf Landscaping and Turf Maintenance. Let's go to Terry Palacios, Guzman's Construction, and of course, Memorial Funeral Home in Edinburg and San Juan. Joe.
Getting late for the SaberCats as we head to the fifth inning. And Jaime Perez Jr. It's ball into left field. Perez around first, digs for second. Throw comes in, not in time. Perez there with a leadoff double.
Wow. Wow, there's a spark. That's the kind of spark they needed, at least to try and do something in this game. That's going to be awakening up not only for the SaberCats, but for the fans, Joe.
First pitch swinging for Perez, and it brings in Jonathan Navarro.
It's kind of baseball we wanted to see. Nothing has happened. That's not. I'm not going to go get too loud here.
And that's what I'm sure the catcher went out to talk to.
Yeah, there's nothing but a base hit.
Caetano Rochelle quickly went out to the mound to Landry Weidman. It's like, hey, I know. They can do that 4 more times, and we're still on top.
We're still winning. So nothing to be alarmed about for them.
Navarro stands in. Grounded out his first time up to third on a good play. Made by Kevin Fleischer, but a better play made by first baseman Greg Morales, who had to leap, catch, and land back on the bag in time. Ball 1, high to Navarro. How long will they go with Weidman if he does allow a couple of base runners on? It's probably going to be extended with the extra runs that were scored in the top of the fifth.
It's no longer 3-0.
Navarro waits. Weidman offers. Ball 2. 2-0. Weidman in the game hasn't exactly been dominating, although he's only allowed 2 hits in the game now. Only 1 strikeout. He's relied on defense.
And he's played a lot of that defense himself.
They've made the plays. Here's the pitch coming. There's a strike call, 2-1.
Yeah, we're at the point in the game where Weidman's going to look for that little extra, and I just may have found it there. A lot of ground balls, and his defense has really backed him up today with a couple double plays.
He steps off the mound.
Looking a lot toward the dugout. I don't know, communicating with the coach who's at the very far end of the dugout.
2-1 the count on Navarro. He now calls time.
Yeah.
Steps off again, so.
Something going on.
Might be a little communication issue.
I didn't like looking at my coach because it wasn't too good to be looking that way.
Here's a pop-up. That's a foul ball out of play. Don't it?
And there's another G&S glass foul ball.
2-2 the count on Navarro.
You're killing me, Joe.
I've thrown a lot of duties at Donut Salinas over the last 2 weeks, my friends.
Take some home. I don't mind.
2-2 the count on Navarro.
We're in the bottom of the 5th.
Runner down at second base, nobody out. Navarro waits. Weidman spins. There's a fly ball down the second baseman, gets out behind first base to make the catch. One down.
Big outs. Big outs.
And that's what Weidman seems to do. He gets the outs when he needs them. That's what Jack Neely did on game one of this series.
They're getting a big out. They're getting a little. And it's not so much with the strikeouts. He's getting them with a bunch of weak contact balls being hit back to him or in the infield.
Brings in Angel Salinas. Salinas on the day is 0 for 1. Grounded back to the mound his first time up.
Oh, my God. Look at this guy. I'm in heaven.
I see some waters coming down this pipe.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you, Mr. V. Oh, for Kevin? Sorry.
Thank you.
We're going to call that one for Kevin.
There's a foul ball out of play. Donut Salinas.
There's another Rick Varela. Farmers Insurance foul ball. That one came with water.
Water arrived right on time to get that spin in. Salinas at the plate, now 0-1. Weidman on the mound has worked this ball game thus far, allowing just 2 hits. One of those, a leadoff double here in this 5th. There's a ground ball, softly hit. Another foul ball.
Another Rick Varela, Farmers Insurance foul ball.
He now goes up 7-4 on GNS. Still the 5th inning. GNS has a chance.
GNS has the 6th, and the winner will take the 7th inning.
We're in the bottom of the 5th. There just haven't been that many foul balls. Salinas at the plate, though, trying to protect now in the hole 0-2. Weidman checks, brings it. High ball 1.
He's throwing it. He's still throwing it.
1-2. We don't have a radar gun. We can't tell the speed of these.
About 88.
We were told Weidman could bring it maybe just a little below the velocity of a Jack Neely. But nonetheless.
That boy hit the 90s a few times in my truck.
Salinas waits.
I did that on the way home.
Timeout.
I did about 88, Joe.
You did?
Yeah, on the way home in my truck.
Aha. He boasts on that. He tried to drive home yesterday from San Antonio, and I think half the Rio Grande Valley was coming from San Antonio home. Got stuck at some stoplights coming through before Kingsville and after Kingsville. There's a high pop-up on the infield.
Uh-oh.
Third baseman comes over near the mound, makes the catch.
Nobody at third.
And that's the way you do that. Pitcher, first of all, Landry Weidman said, I don't want any part of that. Third baseman came over, had the best angle, called him off. Shortstop hung around, but didn't get interfere. That's a perfect way to execute that, Kevin.
Absolutely, the old Cardinal rule. I always say the less work you can give your pitcher, the better, and that's just perfectly executed there.
The motion of you going, from delivering every pitch from up down, then you look up, and I tell you what, that ball's moving.
Weidman just took 3 steps.
Yeah.
Said, there's 4 guys in here that can get to this ball, and I'm not one of the 4.
Nico up to bat, lead off.
He's got a hit in the game, 1 for 2 on the day. That was a leadoff single. Hits this one into left field, down the line, and that is a fair ball. Run's going to score as Perez comes in. Rodriguez down to second base with his second hit of the game. Drives in a run, makes it a 5-1 game, and that brings the crowd to life for Edinburg Vela.
He kind of verbally, U of H.
Nico Rodriguez. Makes it a 5-1 game. Donut's over there keeping scoreboard, I'm sure. Is Donut keeping the score? Are you keeping the scorebook? 5-1 game.
5-1 ball game. Two down.
Brings in Aaron Galvan. Galvan on the game has walked. He takes a strike call at the knees. Now what that does for Edinburg Vela, if they can load the bases, they can bring the tying run to the plate. Galvan would like to drive in a run and thus get the 2 runs back that were scored in the top of the 5th by Churchill. Pitch coming. Ball low. 1-1 to Galvan. Still time, Kevin Naro.
Absolutely still time. You're still working with 2 innings, and you're the home team. And you got a runner in scoring position here.
Galvan waits.
Nobody there. Nobody there.
Weidman steps off. Back at second base, Nico Rodriguez.
I mean, and obviously with 2 outs here, a base hitter here will score. Nico, you get that extra lead with two outs in the inning.
You got the right man up there.
Donut, we talked about this when this series started. This, in essence, is the year for Churchill. All the seniors on board. Is this the year for Edinburg Vela, or is this the signs of things to come?
I think it's things to come. They're going to be losing maybe 2 players. And that is it. Galvan, one of them, going to UTRGV.
Takes the ball high. He'll be swinging away on many an afternoon here on this very field. Galvan. This is the number 2 hitter in the lineup for Edinburg Vela.
He'll be swinging.
2 outs here in the 5th inning. Weidman checks the runner. Big lead down there. Not going. Pitch coming. Foul ball out of play.
And there's another Rick Vargas. Farmers Insurance foul ball.
Went to the breaking
I think
ball.
you're going to take this again,
count.
Mr. Vargas.
As a hitter, I was looking fastball. He would have had me fooled.
That's confidence. Throwing that breaking ball right there.
Yes.
2-2 the count now on Galvan. Amador on deck. Galvan will have to reach for Amador to hit here in the 5th.
Shake him off. Shake him off.
Now they take time again.
Old Ogletree used to say, Rick Vargas bringing it up, saying nobody hits on 2s.
2-2 the count. They're trying to get into Weidman's head. He spins it. Now another time is called. Weidman kicks at the dirt.
He's a little.
Are they getting him rattled?
He's a little flustered.
I would say we're going to see number 1 Central. He's going to reach back for a little extra.
Now he steps off.
He'll be like, all right, you want to play this game? I got a 4-run lead to work with. You can't tie me. It's 2-2. I'm saying it. Here comes probably the fastest ball he's thrown today.
He's going to dig deep.
And it might be a little inside.
Weidman looks in. Didn't take long to take the sign he wants. Checks the runner. Brings the 2-2 home. Ball misses. That wasn't a fastball.
Nope.
3-2 count. There is a base open. Galvan, though, the number 2 hitter in the lineup. I don't think Weidman wants to lose him here. He'd like to get him. Galvan at the plate. Rodriguez down at second base for the SaberCats of Edinburg Vela. Now time called again. Weidman now looks over saying, what can I do? Umpire's giving him time every time he turns around. Monica Zuniga says, woohoo, we're on the bench watching live.
Now he's walking off the mound.
That's one thing about a pitcher, I'm sure Donut knows. If you're fast-paced, you like to keep it going. You don't like to get your
you get your rhythm. You get your rhythm going and just leave me alone.
3-2 count. Weidman now gets back on. Comes set, checks the runner. Brings it home. Swing and a foul ball right at the plate.
Another Rick Rodriguez Farmers Insurance foul ball.
Rick Villarreal.
Rick Villarreal. Sorry.
The turnovers continue to count. If we're in basketball, Donut would be pulled. That's his 9th turnover of the game.
You're going to go 2-0 in playoffs. You might win this one again.
3-2 the count. Galvan battling. Each at bat needs to become this approach for the SaberCats of Edinburg Vela. Down 5-1. Runner in scoring position with 2 outs here in the 5th. Weidman now checks again, steps off. Rodriguez taking a monster lead back there, and neither second base nor shortstop is wanting to even try to cover that bag.
No, you don't. You don't have to.
You got a 4-run lead. You got 2 outs. Let's work on the batter.
Weidman with a 3-2 count. Brings it home. Swing and a ground ball. The short off the shortstop. Gets to it, picks it up, throws it wide, and into the dugout. That means Rodriguez will score. Galvan down to second base. It's a 5-2 game.
Uh-oh.
Swing and a ground ball. The short off the shortstop. Gets to it, picks it up, throws it wide, and into the dugout.
First baseman, and now we see some momentum going back in favor of Vela.
Umpires are going to talk it over now.
They're going to talk about, did he get second on the pass ball and a base for it going in the stands?
They're going to say it's a live ball. I think that's what the argument is.
No.
As it ricocheted off of the green.
No, it went off the cement.
I thought it hit off the cement, too.
It went off the cement. So it's a dead ball once it goes past this.
So now they're going to, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
E6 on the play.
And he's done. We're going to have a pitch.
And then Weidman, they're coming out to talk to Weidman anyway.
Oh, nobody in the bullpen.
Nobody at all in the bullpen. And again, the conversation is, that's how big the 2 runs in the top of the 5th was.
And you got 2 down.
2 outs. You still got 3-run lead. Now, base hit. Watch out.
Ramsey Amador is the number 3 hitter in the lineup for the SaberCats of Edinburg Vela.
We're only in the 5th, correct?
5th inning, yes, sir.
So you might get to the top of the lineup one more time if you can get a runner or 2 here.
If Amador can keep it rolling. That's why this at-bat's even more so important.
That ball was hit hard.
That was a hard-hit ball. Shortstop. I knew he had the arm to get him. He still could have got him out at first base, Kevin. He just let that one sail.
Yep.
First pitch coming to Amador with a runner at second. Swing and a foul ball back to the screen.
Another Rick Villarreal, Farmers Insurance foul ball.
And Amador was going for the fences on that.
Yes.
Yeah, he does do that. They're trying to work with him with 2 strikes to cut down on his swing. I was talking to the coaches because he likes to swing hard all the time.
Hit the ball hard his last time up into a double play. Walked his first time up, looking for his first hit of the game. Swing and a shot into deep left field. Back goes the left fielder. He's going to have room and makes the catch. Amador just got in front of that a bit and flies out to left. In the inning for the SaberCats Edinburg Vela. They score 2 runs. They do so on 2 hits. We've played 5. Churchill leads this one 5-2. This is RioSportsLive.com.
Fans, if you're looking for that special something that has anything to do with your favorite teams, then Sports Fans on 111 East Jackson in Harlingen is the stop to make. Fully licensed pro and college team collectibles and an assortment that grows each and every day. Check out the Facebook updates at Sports Fans. Open Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 6, and Saturdays, 10 to 5 at 111 East Jackson, or call ahead at 956-425-7600. It's Sports Fans when you shop downtown Harlingen. Looking for a great place for a meal to start your day or a lunch plate that will be made just for you? Then stop by 210 West Jackson Street in Harlingen and enjoy El Sombrero Restaurant. Great food prepared 7 days a week and delivered with a smile. El Sombrero brings the taste of authentic food in an atmosphere that is sure to bring you back for more. El Sombrero Restaurant, 210 West Jackson Street, is a must-stop when you shop downtown Harlingen.
Spikes Ford is having a 2017 model inventory reduction sale. All 2017s are priced to move. Take your pick with $7,500 off MSRP and get $7,500 off the 2017 Ford Edge, $7,500 off the 2017 Ford Escape Titanium, or $7,500 off the 2017 Ford Focus Titanium. It's your choice. But with deals like this, these vehicles will sell out fast. It's the 2017 Inventory Reduction Sale at Spikes Ford, Expressway 83 at the Conway exit in Mission.
Back here, UTRGV, we're in Edinburg, Texas. This is RioSportsLive.com, and this is the regional semifinal game between Churchill out of San Antonio and Edinburg Vela. Game 2 of the best-of-3 series. Churchill on top in the series 1-0 and lead this game 5-2. Donut, hit those sponsors. Wait.
All right, let's hit some sponsors. Let's talk to the Morenita out across Rio Grande Valley UT. Also, we got Tough Turf Landscaping. We got Memorial Funeral Home. We got Richard Molina, of course, our mayor. We got Martin Farm and Ranch. If you need some ranch supplies, come see us at Martin Farm and Ranch. Robert Peña, Gilbert Enriquez, Rick Verrial, Homer Hasso, and let me do 2 more. Pete Molina and Oscar Salinas, our board trustee president.
Jet Collins leads it off for the Chargers. Back on the mound goes Mark Esquivel. He's done his job for the SaberCats since coming in relief. Gave up a couple runs in the 5th, but has kept his team at least within striking distance. Misses there for a ball.
Their bullpen is ready.
2-0 to Collins.
I'll tell you what, Ramsey could come in and do a good job also. You got 2 on the field, 2 relievers, and Rodriguez and Ramsey. Again, they're trying to save him for game 3, but you got to win game 2 before you get to game 3.
Got to get the offense rolling. 2-0 the count to Collins. Next one, low for ball 3. Collins on the day, grounded out to short and singled. He's 1 for 2.
That first out, the biggest out, we got ball 2.
Collins also had a hit in game 1 of this series. Reese on an error, has been on base 3 times in the 2 days thus far played. They're watching from Rockport Beach.
Whoa, ball 4.
There's ball 4.
That's not a good sign, Joe. Your team has been trouble getting on the board. You finally get on the board. You put something together, take advantage of an error. You put 2 runs on the board, finally to go 5-2, and then you start with a walk. Not good at all.
That's the number 8 hitter.
I remember some unhappy coaches we used to have when that would happen.
And that may be it for Esquivel. It is.
It is.
In relief, he comes in and gets the job done. He'll
Great
exit.
job.
We'll tell you who the new pitcher is after this. This is RealSportsLive.com.
Your local farmer's agent in Edinburg, Agent Rick Vela, is there to help customers like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits your needs. Straightforward and personalized to help make you smarter about insurance, Rick Vela has the knowledge and experience to help you better understand your coverage options, whether that's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. Call 956-383-7001 for answers to any questions you might have. Farmers Insurance at 2116 West University Drive, Edinburg. The Children's Depot, in business for over 20 years, is now having open enrollment for summer camp. Children from 0 to 12 are welcome at all 3 locations, one in Edinburg at 222 West Monte Cristo and 2 in Westlaco. The Children's Depot, the perfect spot for a learning environment with lots of fun too. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call today at 956-316-3382 or stop by and see Melinda or Ruben Vasquez today. It's Children's Depot.
Back here at UTRGV, I'm Joe Bowling, Nathaniel Manchaka up there with also Billy Watson helping us on the camera work, and they're out in the hot sun. We're underneath the tarp. It's not necessarily cool down here, fellas. Don't think we're just cool. We're in an oven of sorts underneath the tarp on the third base side. Nico Rodriguez, the new pitcher for the SaberCats of Edinburg Vela. He comes into relief, the third pitcher of the game for the SaberCats. He'll face a runner on, nobody out. In the 6th inning, his team down 5-2. We'll be back with the first pitch after this on RealSportsLive.com.
Are you looking for a place to get your business cards, invoices, or even some invitations to your next event done quickly and at a good price? Come visit us at 523 Express Printing, where we treat you like family. Because after all, we are.
The key officers at Econ Group have 100 years of combined construction experience in South Texas, specializing in drywall, acoustical ceiling, painting, ceramic tile, flooring, and plastics. With the expertise, Econ offers clients a one-stop shop by providing quality general construction leadership as well as interior finish-out subcontracting. By combining several construction tasks under one umbrella, it saves clients time and money by streamlining material planning, communications, and scheduling while ensuring the quality of craftsmanship. Econ, 3025 South Sugar Road, Edinburg.
We are back here, UTRGV in Donut Salinas. This is an important 6th inning for both sides. Churchill can put it away.
Yeah, and
Vela can stay in it.
Yeah, exactly right, Joe. And Vela's been doing this all year, going to Nico Rodriguez when needing to stay in the game. We'll see if he can do it one more time, and hopefully it won't be the last time for him. But he can throw it. If he can get control of his pitches, they should be all right, and maybe come in there and get some more runs. They will get to the top of the lineup before this game's over.
Caetano Rochelle stands in. Runner at first base is Jet Collins. Takes a short lead. First pitch is a ball high. Rodriguez reached back for a little extra on the first delivery. Want to know the count. Is that the last we've seen of Landry Weidman? That's the question I have on the Churchill side of things.
We got a righty and a lefty warming up in the bullpen for Churchill, so.
There's a bunt. Over to first, one play. Out there, down to second base goes Collins. Rochelle gets the job done.
Yeah, they're going to want that run back.
On the sacrifice. Brings up Andy De Leon. De Leon has been hit by a pitch twice. flied out to right field, and he'll be the first guy to face all 3 pitchers here in this game. This time a runner on in scoring position. For the SaberCats of Edinburg Vela, they'll have the 4, 5, and 6 hitters up in the 6th inning. So they'll need some production. Either there or the bottom of the lineup will have to produce. There's a hard hit ball. That's into left field. That's a hit. Here comes a runner rounding third base. He will come in to score. That throw is cut off. RBI single for De Leon makes it 6-2.
Nice piece of hitting there from De Leon. Stayed on top of that fastball. Up in the zone, but some guys like it high at the letters. I know I did. Those fastballs up.
And it looks like we've got a rematch collision course. Fans are saying, will it be Reagan and Churchill in the region finals?
Wow. Their district players?
Yes, sir.
They met each other, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Reagan, advantage Reagan in their district games.
Pitch coming. Strike called to Churchill.
No, that's you get into the conversations about these teams that come out of the same district and eventually meet each other in the region final. What happened with Beeville Jones and Cuero in softball was that one finished first, one finished second, and the coaches were saying, well, do you want to flip for it, or how do you want to decide this? He says, no, we'll take the 2, and we'll see you in the region final.
And that's what happened.
Sure enough, that's what happened. So, the confidence of these coaches is incredible, and then to see teams come from the same district meet each other in the region final, how it all plays out.
There's a strike call. In this case, the talk was Churchill's lost 5 games in district play, 2 of those to Reagan. And then you look at Reagan's losses, the only losses in district play, and it's like in football. I used to break it down every year in football season. Getting ready to go into round 3, teams from the Rio Grande Valley were looking at teams saying, wow, they've got several losses. Yeah, look who they lost to. It's to each other, and then they're right back playing each other. Don't discount them because of a record. Here's a pop-up. Into short right field. Out recorded, 2 down.
That and the almighty unique way of your rankings through football season. You would have Port Isabel ranked number 1, Harlingen ranked number 2, San Benito fans, Edinburg North fans shouting at the top of their lungs, well, why are they number 1 and why are we number 4? Well, you have them ranked on how far they'll go in the playoffs.
That's the fun part of it. Yep.
For sure enough, PI and Harlingen, last team standing.
And the ratings stand. Donut Salinas got to get an out here if you're Edinburg Vela.
Yeah, you need to stop the bleeding already.
Hudson Head's been on base 3 times. He scored a run, scored twice in this game. Has an RBI as well. Bats with 2 outs. Hits this one in the air to left field. Down the line. Diving attempt. That's a foul ball.
No,
that's a fair ball. Run's going to score. Head heading for third base. Sliding in safely there. It's a 7-2 game. It's an all-out triple for Hudson Head. 2 more runs across for Churchill here in the 6th inning, and it brings in Kevin Fleischer.
Churchill really just flexing their muscles at the plate now.
Pinch hitter.
Seven to the game.
Never mind. He's going to switch.
So how fun is that to meet your district opponent in the region final? It's obviously you know each other well.
The times I've covered it, have been soccer and the Brownsville connection.
Right.
And when the Brownsville teams end up making it to the regional finals.
Case and Porter.
There's a strike call.
I mean, really, do you have any tricks you could pull out?
You're well scouted. You're well scouted. Everybody knows everybody. A lot of times they play with each other during the summer ball, as is the case with these 2 teams here. Check swing. He went around. 0-2 now on Fleischer. 2 runs in the first, another in the second, 2 more in the fifth, 2 here in the sixth for the Churchill Chargers. Rodriguez brings it home to Fleischer. Ground ball to short. Big hop there, over in time, inning over. But for the Chargers of Churchill, they scored 2 more runs. They do so on 2 hits. Single and a triple by De Leon and Head. Put him back up by 5. 7-2. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Churchill leads. This is RioSportsLive.com.
The key officers at Econ Group have 100 years of combined construction experience in South Texas, specializing in drywall, acoustical ceiling, painting, ceramic tile, flooring, and plastics. With the expertise, Econ offers clients a one-stop shop by providing quality general construction leadership as well as interior finish-out subcontracting. By combining several construction tasks under one umbrella, it saves clients time and money by streamlining material planning, communications, and scheduling while ensuring the quality of craftsmanship. Econ, 3025 South Sugar Road, Edinburg.
Lombardi Tire Shop. Tenemos llantas nuevas y usadas de todas las medidas, socateras y de todo terreno, balanceo y válvulas nuevas, y no les cobramos por las llantas que nos dejen. Los esperamos en la 300 Carretera Militar.
For your construction needs in the Rio Grande Valley, check out Hosanna Construction in Farr. Formerly known as Guzman Construction, Hosanna Construction can design and build your home or take care of your home improvements. 802 East Expressway 83, Farr, Texas, Hosanna Construction. Formerly known as Guzman Construction. Call now for free consultations at 956-435-0381. Hosanna Construction, committed to serving you.
And that was another commercial brought to you by Cordone's Donut Salinas.
That's Cordone's, a little taste of Chicago there on Freddie Gonzalez. Also Tough Turf, landscaping, and turf maintenance. We got Terry Palacios Law Firm in McAllen. We got Guzman's Construction in Farr, also making the change to Osana Construction. Memorial Funeral Home in Edinburg and San Juan. We also got Martin Farm and Ranch. We got J. Merck Designs, Jay, Denise, Jacob, and Caleb. Thank you to you. Gilbert Enriquez and Rick Varrial, Farmers Insurance. Homer Hassel, our commissioner, also owner of Superior Oil Change and Lube in Mission. GNS Glass, Pete Molina, Oscar Salinas, Kids College Learning Center. We have Cantus Pharmacy, Children's Depot, and Joe, we just covered everybody.
We did, and they all assisted us greatly over the past 2 weeks in assisting Edinburg Vela to get the exposure and the coverage here on RioSportsLive.com.
We hope to continue working with them, Joe, and also, like you talked to them about being the big sponsors for the year. We have a lot of them that are really interested in it, and hopefully, you know what, guys, it's like Joe says, they don't only sponsor us, but what can you do to help us? Go see these people that sponsor us, and you know.
That's where the big thanks comes in. When people say thank you, well, stop in. You know, the restaurant, stop in and have a meal at Cordone's, and I invite you to do that anyway. It's good food. I don't care if it's Cub food or not. It's good food, and like I was talking about, go check it out. People out there that are listening, that are watching games, buy cars. So check out Spikes Ford. I'll encourage that right now. That's one of our sponsors that jumped on board. You need insurance? Rick Villarreal. Go check out your insurance. I need some additional insurance on what we're doing here with Rio Sports.
Sounds good.
So that's the way you thank them, fans. And again, it was kind of cool about midway through basketball. There's a pop foul out of play.
There's another GNS glass foul ball.
And that's a Gracias call here in the 6th inning. They're trying to catch up. They're down 10-5.
10-5. We'll see who gets the 7th inning.
Yeah, at basketball season, I made the official announcement that we had gone beyond asking for sponsorship because of the numbers we were starting to attain in our broadcast, and that was a big step in the growth of real sports when I could start saying, I've got enough viewers, I've had some results. My wife and I's store was the neatest part of it. We had the store there, and we started having fans coming in from Laredo, from McAllen, from Edinburg, from Mission. There's a shot foul down into the stands, and look out.
Wow. Same lefty coming in relief, Joe, that came on Thursday night.
It is. It's Hudson Head. Hudson Head in relief. So when our fans started coming in and talking to my wife, who they didn't know her at the time, they just came into our store in Harlingen, and we would ask, hey, first time here, yeah, where are you from? Over here, I was watching a game. You guys are playing San Benito. I'm from Mission. And, and once we started doing that, it became the fact that when I'm talking to now businesses, I'm giving an opportunity from an advertising perspective. And that's the big story. There's a swing and a miss, and Head gets the strikeout.
And there's a big out, Rick, that you can talk about is that leading lady. You seem to get more relaxed. You seem to enjoy the inning a little bit more when you get that leading out. One down. We're in the bottom of the sixth, 7-2 Churchill over Vela.
New hitter in the game for the SaberCats. This will be Joey Riccio. This goes back. You can actually circle the first inning.
Yeah.
SaberCats loaded the bases with one out.
Yep.
In the bottom of the first inning. Weidman got out of the inning.
Yeah, and after giving two runs up in the first inning, hitting two batters, and they ended up scoring. They got their key hits, and you had a chance in the bottom of the first to come back and load the bases. Nothing came across.
At the plate, Riccio.
Strike two.
Count goes to 1-1.
1-1.
One ball, one strike on Joey Riccio. This is the number 5th hitter, number 5 hitter in the lineup for the SaberCats of Edinburg Vela. Donut said it's going to rain. I said when? August? Okay, fair enough.
We'll take it.
Pitch coming in. Strike called to Riccio. Head came in relief in the game on Thursday night and was lights out terrific. Hudson Head played center field then and today. Left-handed reliever. They've got a righty and a lefty. They've been warming up in the bullpen as well. Next pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Riccio.
There's a reliever.
2 strikeouts in a row, and it brings in Julian Torreales.
You know, Edinburg Vela, again, being their 6th year, first time they're in the region quarters. I was going back to when this program first started, talking to Coach, Jaime Perez before the game, just looking back on the guys like Arnie Salinas, RJ Ochoa, Ryan Rodriguez, the list goes on and on, the Elijah Reynas. All those kids really set the foundation from the word go, because this team.
There's a ground ball to short. Gobbled up by Serge, on the money with a throw, and the inning comes to an end. Go ahead and finish your thought.
We'll finish it off. We'll finish it off the next inning.
Into the 7th we go. It's 7-2. Churchill leads. This is RealSportsLive.com.
Amoranita Bakery, open 7 days a week in Edinburg, located at 1102 West University Drive, Suite B. How about breakfast, lunch, supper, cakes, sweetbread, all the good stuff. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. It's La Moranita Bakery in Edinburg. Wow.
Back here, UTRGV, Kevin Nara was talking a little bit about the SaberCats and what brought this program to where it is in 6 years.
Yeah, I was talking about the guys before these kids here, and the Nicos, the Amadors, the Galvans, the De La Cruzes, we're all a part of that. They're juniors and seniors now. It's exciting to see what Edinburg Vela has done. For the longest time, it was always Edinburg High, Edinburg North, and then now we have a third school in Edinburg. And me being a product of Edinburg, being from here, it's exciting to see, and it's exciting to see all these people come out and to support Edinburg Vela. they're on the rise. They're on the rise, and it's just good to know that the guys, like I mentioned, that set that foundation for these kids that we're seeing here today. So it's going to be good. It's going to be a new look district next year with Edinburg Vela. They're going to welcome in Donna North and the 2 Westlaco's. So if this is the end for Edinburg Vela, they had a heck of a season. They set the bar high. They continue to do that and reaching the region quarters for the first time in program history. So.
7th inning rolls around. Greg Morales will lead it off for the Chargers of San Antonio Churchill. Their mission to come down here, get this series over with in one game, and get out of this sun and enjoy the rest of the Memorial Day weekend. Thus far, 7 runs across, giving up 2. They're on course. Morales at the plate. Drove in a run in the 5th with a ground ball.
And it's almost as if every sport is kind of taking its turn. We saw a couple years ago, Lalo Rios guide Vela out of the state tournament. We saw Coach Mike Salinas take him to the 3rd round. Softball this year also made the Sweet 16 for a first time. So it's almost as if they're all one-upping each other.
And then talk about the track athletes.
And the track athletes as well.
Pitch coming. There's a check swing. That's a foul ball. We're in the 7th inning, so that's a Rick Villarreal foul ball as he takes the lead throughout the regular broadcast through the first 6. Fernie De La Garza checking in with us on the phone. He's probably in air conditioning watching this game.
Knowing him, he's probably eating an Eric Kahn.
There's a strike call. That's now 1-2.
Having a nice tea or something.
Reminding you fans, tonight we'll be broadcasting Brownsville FC, the Coyotes soccer in action out of the Brownsville Sports Park. They'll be in action at 7 o'clock, and we'll have English and Spanish versions of that coming your way. Check swing, and he went around. Catcher drops it, throws to first. Low, out there. K2-3 with an extra hop. Morales retired.
There's that leading lady.
I was really hoping I would be able to see Matthew De La Cruz today. He's one of the seniors on this team. His brother was basketball lore at Edinburg Vela, Alec De La Cruz. He was a part of that state run with Ryan Garza.
I met Ryan's dad 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Oh, Andrew.
And we were talking about some tournaments that are coming up at the Viper facility and their summer league. We're going to be covering some of that. We were checking out camera positions and things like that, and they were going to get us some tournament brackets. And again, we talked about Rio Sports Live. Are you going to take a break during the summer? No. We'll end up being just as busy or busier with broadcasting games. It'll be a little different approach in that it's not necessarily high school, but it does nonetheless provide coverage of athletes here in the Rio Grande Valley, which is what it's about. There's a hard hit ball. That's to short. Amador off of him, and that's a runner aboard.
And Ramsey will be back next year. He's just a junior like Nico. Like I was mentioning earlier in the broadcast, you know, Ramsey's got a lot to live up to. His brother Ryan was on that Bobcat team.
Got him in the throat.
Ramsey was a transfer over from Edinburg High, actually.
Trainer will come out and talk to Ramsey Amador just a bit. Ball took that big hop. (7-2) game. We're in the 7th inning. Churchill on a collision course right now with San Antonio Reagan. They won't have to travel far. They'll probably go back to Blossom Athletic Center.
That's a nice complex.
Well, last night, Warren Canyon played at San Antonio Southwest. So, both baseball and softball.
That kid him in the throat, Coach?
Looking at an all-region final from San Antonio.
They're going to take a timeout as Amador is going to get some water. We'll take a break and be right back. This is RealSportsLive.com.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique, collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Fans, if you're looking for that special something that has anything to do with your favorite teams, then Sports Fans on 111 East Jackson in Harlingen is the stop to make. Fully licensed pro and college team collectibles and an assortment that grows each and every day. Check out the Facebook updates at Sports Fans. Open Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 6, and Saturdays, 10 to 5 at 111 East Jackson, or call ahead at 956-425-7600. It's Sports Fans when you shop downtown Harlingen.
Ramsey Amador appears to be okay. He'll stay in the game for the SaberCats. And Donut Salinas again. It was made possible, our broadcast, with a lot of work on yours truly. And I want to thank you for helping me get around the city of Edinburg for the past 2 weeks. And the fans you're about to hear, the people that are truly responsible for the broadcast coming under life.
And let's do that by thanking Mike Farias, our school board trustee. Let's thank David Torres, city commissioner. Eli Torres, our school board trustee. Let's thank Richard Molina, our mayor. Memorial Funeral Home, Guzman Construction, known as Azana now. Let's thank Tough Turf, Landscaping and Turf Maintenance. La Morenita, Cordon States of Chicago. Let's thank Martin Farm and Ranch. Robert Peña, J. Merck Designs, Gilbert Enriquez, Rick Villarreal, Farmers Insurance, Homer Hospital, Superior Oil Change, GNS Glass, Pete Molina, Oscar Salinas, Kids College, Cantuz Pharmacy, and Children's Depot in Edinburg.
Carter Elliott at the plate, took ball 1 from Nico Rodriguez. Runner at first base, 1 out.
Ball 2.
Ball 2. Carter Elliott 0 for 3 on the day. Other than that, every hitter 1 through 9 has been on base at least once, most twice for the Churchill Chargers. 7 runs, 8 hits, couple of errors in the game. Runner at first base, Herrera on board via the air. Pitch coming. There's a hard hit ball in the air to short right field. Second baseman drifts out, makes the play. 2 out. Elliott goes 0 for 4 on the day, and it brings in Jed Collins. Collins on the day has walked and singled. He scored a run. He got picked off.
You know, SaberCats really got slowed down on the home runs. We've been seeing home runs in the first 3 rounds of the playoffs. And at the end of the season, where they haven't hit any in the series.
They ran into some Division I pitching, my friend.
That might do it.
Los Fresno's brought some pitchers, too.
Yeah, they weren't bad at all.
Many said Los Fresno's overachieved. They simply thought they proved a point. And thus begins the story there.
Yeah, it was supposed to be an easy series for the SaberCats.
It was not easy.
It took them to game 3. It took them 3 games. And they only won 4-3 on the 3rd game.
And I found that it was the ones that were saying it was going to be a sweep were the ones that got beat by Los Fresnos, looking around saying, we got beat. There's a long fly ball into very deep right field. Right fielder gets to it, knocks it down. Runner comes to third base. They'll hold him up there at second and third.
Little second baseman playing some good baseball.
Collins with a hard hit ball. Kevin's that a hit?
No, it's an error.
That was an error. And he got flipped around twice. Then he got to it. Then he.
Yeah, he in and out of his glove.
It was hit good, but he just got turned around.
Scorekeeper listed as a hit. I didn't think it was a hit.
Oh,
I was an outfielder.
Yeah, in and out of his glove. He was leaning, diving forward.
Collins aboard. Rochelle steps in. Gaetano Rochelle. Number 9 hitter for Churchill. Swings away and fouls it back. There's a Rick Villarreal foul ball. Farmers Insurance.
Oh, he took the 7th.
He did. I've been giving it to him.
Rick Villarreal.
I got you covered, Donut. Don't worry.
Foul ball. Good job, bowling.
We're going to cover that throughout our summer baseball and softball tournaments we'll be covering.
I think softball.
I'm going to record a nice little pre-recorded
button
and spring the button. There's a ball and now a strike. 1-1 to Rochelle.
I don't do many softballs, Joe, but I would think there's a lot of foul balls.
Softball has its fair share.
I bet.
As in baseball, depends on the pitcher.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot louder.
Is it?
It is.
The chanting is non-stop.
Oh. Yeah.
Like, how do you sit in that dugout and say, I don't know, I guess you just get used to it. It's fun.
1-1. And misses for ball 2. Yeah, if we were at a softball event from where we're stationed, we would have to turn the mics down because the
really?
softball, players right next to the dugout here.
Well, one of these days, maybe I'll get the chance to do that. But
You will if you're going to take over for Edinburg Vela broadcast for Real Sports. You'll get to do a bunch of softball next year, and they're going to be pretty good. Pitch is outside.
We saw a snare drum, noisemakers.
I've seen cymbals,
trumpet.
rattles, marimbas, trumpets.
And they're loud.
Oh, they're loud. And they chant. They all have a chant for any situation, any pitch,
Any type
any
of
hit,
batter.
any batter.
One that always gets me is the hefty lefty, and one of my friends says, "Well, how are they not
Swing and a
offended by
miss.
that?"
They are offended
I
by
said,
that.
"They're
That's why they
not.
chant.
They take it in, the hefty lefty chant. They take it in. They love it.
That's the beauty of softball. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Rochelle. Nico Rodriguez trying to prevent any additional runs coming across here in the 7th. Checks a runner, brings it home. In the dirt for a ball. 3-2 count. Last thing he wants to do is load the bases for Andy De Leon.
He just did.
Oh, he did. Ball 4. Score clock operator had 2-1. All right, bases loaded. Here's Andy De Leon. De Leon in the game has been on 3 times. Twice he was hit by a pitch. And then singled and drove in a run in the 6th inning. He bats here in the 7th.
Speaking of softball, we're right in the thick of supers. A&M won last night. They forced a game 3 against Florida. That's in my plans later this
Still
afternoon.
alive. You'll be watching that.
Yeah. Got the skin of their teeth. It's a lot of fun.
De Leon at the plate. Bases loaded. Rodriguez works from the windup. There's a strike call. Cersei on deck. De Leon at the plate, though, could do some major league damage. For Churchill. Rodriguez brings the next one home. Swing and a hard hit ball into center field's a hit. 1 run scores. The other runner checks up. Now a big turn at second base. They'll have him run down. Now they'll have to tag the runner. They're going to give up a run. And they drop the ball. Safe everywhere. Down to second base goes De Leon. 2-run score.
Was the tag?
And the argument will be that he knocked the ball out of the tag. That's not going to happen.
No.
It looked like he made the tag.
Yeah, but
when he made the tag, the ball came out of his glove. Of course, Jaime Perez.
Going to call time. Churchill will get a courtesy runner. That makes it a 9-2 game.
Things just fell apart, gentlemen.
On that, if you watch it back, little leaguers that are watching the game, if that situation occurs and that runner's on third base, once you get that run down, isolated down, and you don't have a tag, once the man commits heading home, that's where the throw goes. You always try to cut down that runner scoring. Meanwhile, base running. Jet Collins. Check that. Who was that? That was Hudson Head running.
Yeah, third base was occupied. All you have to do was walk the guy over there. Walk the guy over here. The base was occupied.
Strike called to Cersei. Evens the count at 1-1. Twos, many innings for Churchill. 2 in the first, 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, 2 more here in the 7th. Tally a run in the 2nd. That's 9. 9 runs, 10 hits.
Deuces are wild for them.
2-1 count. Pitch coming from Rodriguez. Foul ball by
Rick Villarreal, Farmers Insurance.
I want to thank Rick again for helping us sponsor this coverage of this regional semifinal. Here between Reagan, or check that, Churchill. They're on their way to play Reagan if things stand as they are. Pitch coming. in the dirt for a ball. This is the first time I've had a player step up on the steps here on this side of the dugout, and I was worried about that at the very beginning.
Decided to do it in the 7th?
I was just going to tell Donut, take over play-by-play.
Are you ready? Here we go.
3-2 the count. Churchill waits. Rodriguez spins it home. Ground ball to second. Tough play. Out at first base. Inning comes to an end.
All right, we're down to the final 3 outs, Joe.
2 runs on a hit, a walk, couple of errors for Churchill. We head to the bottom of the 7th. They lead 9-2. This is RealSportsLive.com.
Looking for a great place for a meal to start your day or a lunch plate that will be made just for you? Then stop by 210 West Jackson Street in Harlingen and enjoy El Sombrero Restaurant. Great food prepared 7 days a week and delivered with a smile. El Sombrero brings the taste of authentic food in an atmosphere that is sure to bring you back for more. El Sombrero Restaurant, 210 West Jackson Street, is a must-stop when you shop downtown Harlingen.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio. All we need is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
At the age of 22, I decided that I wanted to join the military. Once that was finished, I wanted to go and, exercise my mind and get an education.
I wanted to do something positive for my children, to provide for them financially, and I wanted to give back to the community.
My parents were here going to school back when I was a kid, so honestly, it was just a natural choice.
I don't have to leave to a bigger university. I can do it here in my hometown at my community college.
Came down.
Nope.
Back here at UT TV, I'm Joe Bowling. Donut Salinas joins me. Kevin Naro's been along for the ride, even though it's his day off. It's your day off too, Donut. Thank you for joining me here in the booth.
No problem, anytime.
Let's talk about some sponsors.
Let's talk about La Morenita Bakery right across UTRGV here on University Drive. We talk about Cordon, State of Chicago, down Freddie Gonzalez, Top Turf Landscaping and Turf Maintenance. Terry Palacios Law Firm in McAllen, Guzman's Construction, also known as Osana now. David Torres, Mike Farias, Eli Torres, Richard Molina, Memorial Funeral Home, Martin Farm and Ranch, Robert Peña, J. Merck Designs, Gilbert Enriquez, Rick Barrial, Farmers Insurance, Homer Hassel, City Commissioner, also Superior to Oil Lube. We got GNS Glass, we got Pete Molina, Oscar Salinas, School Board President. We got Kids College, Cantuz Pharmacy, and Children's Depot in Edinburg.
Hudson Head back on the mound, trying to slam the door shut on this game. Jaime Perez at the plate, swings and misses that one. Count goes to 1-2. Perez, Navarro, Salinas all scheduled to hit here this inning. Looks like already we have a hitter set to step in for Navarro on deck for the SaberCats. 9-2 ball game. It was 2-0 after an inning, 3-0 after 2, 5-0 after 4.5. Pop up, foul ball. That's just out of reach. That's a Rick Villarreal Farmers Insurance.
Another Rick Villarreal Farmers Insurance foul ball right in the dugout.
Rick Villarreal, of course, one of the sponsors. You saw his commercial running. He not only assisted in the commercials and assisting us in broadcasting this, but also chimed in on the foul ball. We do appreciate him. And again, like I told you, fans, stop in.
Mr.
See these guys.
Did you see your commercial? Is that all right?
You get a thumbs up?
Thumbs up, Rick?
He didn't throw anything at me. I guess I'm good.
That was a pretty good commercial. Get
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
You got a thumbs up, Joe.
Ball
Whoa.
inside. 2-2 the count.
That'll stop you from digging in.
Kevin Naro got a question to throw at you right on the air. Is there going to be a softball all-star game? Has there been one? There is. Okay, talk to me.
It's going to be in a couple weeks. I was actually talking to old Debbie Esparza about it last night. I believe it's the third week of June, so the teams should be getting ready to go. Old Paul Reyes coaches the West, and old Christy Leal coaches the East. So it's going to be at the La Jolla Sports Complex.
Has it ever existed?
Yeah. It's been going on. It's a beautiful thing. I tell you what. Well, it tends to be there's a bigger crowd for the softball game and the baseball games. They go on at the same time, but
they do?
Yeah, they go on at the same time. Yeah, they at the La Jolla Sports Complex. They're both.
There's
softball.
a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit for Perez to start the 7th inning. Jaime's second hit of the game.
I was actually on the phone with old Elias Martinez right now. He had a question to ask me, so that's who I was on the phone with right now. But yeah, it goes on over in La Jolla. The baseball game's on one side, softball right behind on the other. So it's awesome.
Is it good?
It's beautiful. I love it because you got baseball right there, then you got softball right behind you, so you get the
So see, Donut, you'll be involved in the baseball broadcast here in a couple of weeks. All right. I'll probably take the softball side and let you have the baseball. We'll just start to plan that on the fly right here live.
You go do a game with me. Maybe Mr. Varela will go do a game with me.
East versus
All-Star
West.
game.
At the plate stands Isaac Lopez. Lopez, a sophomore for this SaberCat team, and he wanted to swing, pulled it back, and took ball 1.
There's another case where the catcher doesn't catch the ball. It's kind of hard for the umpire to make a call on it, even though it looked like a pretty good pitch. Well, you're down by 7. You shouldn't be swinging.
Lopez takes a strike there. 1-1 to count. Churchill, we heard some of their players in between innings saying 3 outs and on to the next round. They said it kind of casually, as if expected. There's a hard hit ball.
Double
nice play. How about Hudson Head? That's a center fielder fielding the mound like that. Yeah. Double play.
He didn't charge it, but he caught it. You can't charge those, but you can catch them, and he did for a double play, for an easy double play.
Brings in Angel Salinas. Salinas, the last hope.
SaberCats down to their last out.
For Edinburg Vela, they'll say goodbye to seniors Felix Ramirez, Angel Salinas, Adam Alviso, Joel Hasso, Joey Riccio, Aaron Galvan, Matthew De La Cruz, and Andrew Martinez. Everybody else will be back. There's a strike called to Salinas. Salinas 0 for 2 on the day. Bats here in the 7th. Now 2 strikes. Hudson Head, since coming into relief, what has he done? Strikeout, ground ball, base hit, double play, and now an 0-2 count to Salinas. Checks and pitches. Ball misses, 1-2. Didn't miss by much.
Joe, before we leave, thank you very much, Joe. And it's been great. I can't wait to continue doing like you say in the All-Star game. Hit him.
There's a pitch that hits Salinas in the foot. So he'll reach base. I want to thank the fans that have chimed in and throughout our broadcast. This, in essence, unless we are capable of picking up the Reagan Churchill next round, which is possible, Freddie will be banging on doors over there in San Antonio. But we'll be competing as Reagan has an outfit out of Austin that has been assisting them in broadcast. So if this stands, it's our final high school broadcast of this year. I'll finish this thought after this next pitch to Nico Rodriguez. Swing and a fly ball into left field. This may do it. Left fielder makes the catch, and that ends the series. San Antonio Churchill wins this one by the score of 9-2. The winner was Landry Weidman. Thank you, sir. Landry Weidman gets the win. They win this series 2 games. They complete the season. 29-6, they'll finish the season. They went 13-1 in district play and say goodbye to some big-time seniors as they are out there shaking hands with a tough team that gets a win. Thank you again.
Thank you, Joe Vasquez. Thank you, Rick Varela, for joining us in the booth. And Kevin, it's been a pleasure, and hopefully we're going to see each other again and start working some games whenever you're off, man. It was great. Thank you very much, Kevin.
Again, I thank the Kevin Naro to Donut Salinas. But again, I want to go back, fans, and tell you thank you for what you've done. It was your views that pushed us forward from the beginning in October when we started this. And so through our high school broadcast in this year, late October into today, 426 games that we brought you, from football to basketball to softball to baseball to soccer. And I'm talking boys and girls as promised. And so year one, in essence, of high school coverage in the book for RioSportsLive.com, and we've just begun. Thanks again to Donut Salinas, to Kevin Naro. Kevin, any last words here on the wrapping up of what a tremendous year was in sports in general here in the Rio Grande Valley?
Just keep doing what you're doing, man. You're an inspiration to all of us in the media and everything you've been through, and you just keep chugging along. Your numbers continue to grow. I encourage you to watch Rio Sports Live and watch Joe and just follow what he's doing. They're on the rise.
Donut.
Hey, thanks a lot, Joe. Once again, thank you very much. Donut Senior.
Yeah, when he send this out to Donut Senior, this is a major league send-out to a gentleman that was able to watch some games the other day, and my friends, he led a great life. He has a great son who helped us broadcast this game. That's Donut Salinas. Donut Senior, we appreciate you being a part of this game, and I'll always remember you being a part of this series. Until next time, my thanks again to the guys behind the scenes, Manny Madrano, who was punching the buttons, cranking the dials, spinning the wheels, and listening to me call out for commercial spots and where's the instant replay and where's this, where's that. My thanks to Manny. Thanks to Billy Watson out there on the camera, Nathaniel Menchaca, who was here at 10 o'clock this morning helping us run cable and getting this set up in the heat. And so the guys behind the scene, just as instrumental as yours truly. All I get to do is get a seat and call the game. That's relatively easy compared to what these guys have done. My thanks again to everybody involved. Say hello to my wife back home who took the day off. That's what she wanted, and she got it. Till next time, this one in the books. Churchill wins at 9-2. Hope you enjoyed it. Watch the archive if you get a chance. I'm Joe Bowling from Edinburg, Texas. So long.